What's the worst that could happen?
We're live. That's the worst that can happen.
It.
That's the worst that can happen. Woohoo!
Pull the trigger, launch the ships. We're back
Whatever
for another.
I said, I'm sorry.
For another night of Pathfinder, which we've all been looking forward to. Ryan and I were chatting a bit about it this week. Yeah, very happy with Pathfinder. I'm not sure that I would want to DM Pathfinder, but I don't have to because we have Queen Mother here GMing for us.
Mumsy.
Quick side note. As always, our sponsor is Canadian Dice, CanadianDice.ca. Head over there to the store and pick up yourself some dice. Use the code OMRD, Old Men Rolling Dice, and then Ryan knows where you came from, and he gives you a discount. Even he gives you a discount, 10% off the entire order. As well, this month is Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. Our Sunday night streams, we have been giving away dice sets, again donated by Ryan. Thank you very much for that. And we're going to be running a charity game on the 27th of the month, which is a Saturday, and we've got some great guests for that. Queen Mother is one of them. We also have the Stronghold D&D coming in to play with us, Tim, which will be a first time, which is very cool. And then we've got Cantrips and Coffee. We have the Voctaire, and then, of course, yours truly. And I hope I haven't forgotten anyone. I don't think so. But that's on the 27th, and we have giveaways for that night, too. We're giving away like a big box of mystery dice. There's like 5 sets inside it. So that's great. And there's no requirement to donate, no purchase necessary. You just show up, you add numbers to our streams, and you help us raise awareness for cystic fibrosis, and we give you free dice. If you decide you would like to donate to cystic fibrosis this month, all tips to the channel go straight off to Cystic Fibrosis Canada. We're donating all of our tips this month. We don't even usually have tips. We shut tips down on the channel here, but we turned it on this month, so people, if they would like to donate, that's an easy way to donate to CF Canada. And with that, I think that's all she wrote for me. I'm going to turn things over to Queen Mother here, and we'll get right back into the story. Did we decide on the break halfway through? Are we going to do that?
Sure.
We're going to do that. So
Mumsy.
Halfway through, we'll take a break for drinks and pee-pee time, as we said.
So everyone can start drinking their water again.
Start drinking now like mad. Yes, exactly. We will give you an opportunity.
I'll hydrate.
We'll give you an opportunity to drain the tank, so to speak. Okay, it's all yours, Queen Mother.
All right. Well, I'm very excited, and I'm very excited that you're enjoying Pathfinder. I'm bringing you to the dark side, as it were. I love this.
Do you have cookies?
We do.
We weren't supposed to talk about that.
So,
the cookie part.
I'm all about the cookies, man.
Well, my metaphorical cookie for this week is that I finished last session, and the first thing I wrote down was session 2, hero point for everyone for the awesome role playing last week.
So
don't say I don't give you anything, and something tells me you might need them this week.
The one from last week we don't get to carry over.
No. So in Pathfinder 2e, you always start a session with 1 hero point.
Okay.
You use them or you lose them. So you now each have 2 because you started with 1. I've given you another one. So you start with 2. If you do not use your 2 hero points this week, you will lose them and start back next week at 1.
And remind me what that does again. It's a reroll?
Reroll any d20 after you found out the results of the first roll. So you can find out that you failed or that you didn't succeed or something like that, but you have to take the second result. So you can do worse.
Okay.
Yeah. Hero points are also used for stabilizing if we get into death and dying rolls, which is always super fun. So if you are going to if you're going to not stabilize, so you make your stabilization roll. If you do not do that, then you can spend your hero points to stabilize instead.
Awesome.
Minimum of 1 hero point, I believe. I will double check that one. But yeah, we'll get into death and dying soon enough. I mean, first, I had a campfire question to remind us to get back into your character's headspace. You are all adventurers in the world of Galarian. You find yourself right now in the country of Taldor. Right now, immediately you are in the town, really village of Brittlemouth. You've traveled up the river to this place. My question is for your character. It reminds your character class and such. Who was the first adventurer that they ever saw or met? With your character, were they someone passing through town? Was it someone in their family? Is there just inspirational tales of adventurers that they always listen to? What inspired your character? What
Gimble
was the first
Glim
one?
Bip Naughton.
Oh, do tell.
Bard extraordinaire. He came through, I was working, and I was just entranced by all of his tales. And I figured it might be a good way to make some money, too, because he seemed to have lots of it. And it gave
Awesome.
hope for another small person to exist out in the world of giant monsters and violent things.
All right, but
Violent
it wasn't
things.
another alchemist.
No, it was just seeing another small person be able to go out there and not die. Up until then, I was pretty urban. I'm staying in the city. It's safe here. I know where to hide. But, there's obviously money to be made. He had nice stuff. And he kept most of it when he left.
All right.
What about everyone else?
Take it away, Ryan.
Oh boy!
You did lean
Did
in
you
like
get the
you
license
were going
plate
to.
of that bus?
Like, I took a puff and like I was about to tell a tale.
Do you want me to go instead?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, Dirk, it probably wasn't just one adventure. Dirk saw many adventures coming through the tavern, and he actually doesn't like them all that much, because it's not the way to live, to move around and have to adventure so much. I mean, but to each their own, because he's very, he doesn't begrudge that upon them. However, when he lost his mojo, when he lost the bar, he immediately thought back to all these people that keep coming into the tavern and spending their gold coins. So that seems to be, even if it's not a very noble or appealing lifestyle to him, he knows there's money to be made there. He can get his coins back in his pocket and rebuy his tavern and get it up and running again.
All right. So it wasn't an inspiration thing. It was kind of a necessity.
Yeah. It was born out of necessity and sort of just out of desperation. And he would have probably never, if he was going to go out on the road and earn coins, he was going to need, some help along the way. Hence, he turned to Caden Kalian to boost his abilities. Never really a religious man, but now things have changed. His life has changed. It's sort of turned on his head. So maybe adventuring will eventually endear itself to Dirk.
Oh, interesting. So the cleric part is new since becoming an adventurer.
Yeah, relatively new. Yeah.
All right. What about our elven friend?
Well, Sugwani grew up in a town called Riddleport, which was ridden with pirates. So most adventures that she knew of were not necessarily the good kind.
Scoundrels.
She wanted to get out of there, so she stowed away on a pirate ship and learned her survival skills from the best, if you will, and kind of took it from there when she left them.
Yeah. Okay. And did you find your companion when adventuring or shortly before?
After she went off on her own, she actually found her companion in the woods in a trapper's trap, and she actually follows a different deity of Gozra, who actually believes more in the natural things and preserving the wild. So she didn't really believe in a fox being trapped for pelts and whatnot. So she freed Claire, and now they travel together.
Spectacular. Yes, goes through wind and waves. All right. Last but not least, has Yerk
I'd
been
say
inspired?
Probably more so than Dirk, just seeing adventurers come through the tavern. I think it maybe intrigued him a little more than Yerk. He's an older dwarf, and he's never really done anything with his. He's always kind of just hung around the town, so he thought maybe getting out and kind of inspired him a little bit, seeing people telling all these tales.
All right. So is it you were the bouncer at the bar, right? Is there a little bit of like, well, I could take these guys. I guess I do all right.
Yeah, he's pretty confident in his bouncing ability. He thinks maybe he can handle life on the road for a little bit.
If he
All
wasn't
right.
if he was a better bouncer, though, we would have never lost Mojo to the bandits.
Okay, he was drunk and passed out that night. It wasn't his
It was
fault.
all that avocado oil, man.
That's right. I got really oiled up that night. And
Damn avocados.
I had forgotten it was avocado oil. Thank you for that very specific reminder. I will never be able to eat that again.
I'm not going to say what I was about to say.
All right. On that note, we'll just segue right into it. You find yourselves in the town of Brittlemouth. You've been hired by Lord Vashim to investigate reports of things. There's kind of not clear exactly what you're doing. If you go and you find nothing, you'll get paid. If you go and deal with it, you'll get paid better. You spent 2 days traveling up the river with Captain Red and her crew. You had your first encounter, just some simple rat swarms, nothing too terrifying. And now that you're all warmed up and know what you're doing, I will
I think that was
not
the
be pulling any
second encounter.
punches. Pardon?
I think that was the second encounter. I think
The second encounter?
I think the first encounter was between Saglani and Red. I think that was the first encounter.
Oh, I thought that one happened after the rats.
Oh, maybe it did. Maybe it happened after the rats. You're right.
But yes, Captain Red did say that, well, you can come back and see me on the boat if you want. But the rest of you went into town. You are on the map. Well, it's kind of a flavor map, as this is the town. It's not much. You have found the Last Stop is the name of the tavern. And you have met Diana, the tavern owner, and her cats. And that is where we left it last week. There wasn't a ton to it yet.
Do her cats have names?
Sir Meowth
Yeah.
and Scruffy.
I hate players that ask for names of things. Shame on you,
Hate me all you
Mike.
want.
Shame on you.
That's why you
It's right
always
up
have
there with-
randomnamegenerator.com up.
Yes.
Low-key way of saying you hate Viking. Gotcha.
The only thing worse than that is speak with animals. The bane of my
Yes.
GM existence.
Yes. Yes.
Like, I'm a fish. What do you want me to know?
True.
There goes Sir Meowth.
So I forget.
All
Did
right.
we have a chance? Did we ask the bartender about the strange happenings? I don't think we got that.
We
far, did
haven't
we?
done anything. We just got here. We
Well, if
were
anybody's
here
going to know
deciding
anything,
where
it's
we
the
were
barkeep.
going.
Props to barkeeps.
Because there's a gnome in that center building of whatever it is. I forgot.
Oh yeah, who was the gnome?
Yes. The gnome is the de facto mayor of the
Gotcha.
town. You've been told about him. He was one of the ones that sent the quarterly report to Lord Vashim. So you know about you got a message from him. You got a message from the town guard as well. So the mayor, Galen Longwalker, account. I will show everyone. Galen Longwalker, account townie. In the tradition of gnomes, they add names to their name as they do things that they think is significant. So he is a gnome that apparently seems to think that accounts and towns are important enough to add to his name. Just a little bit of
He's
gnome
not
lore there.
wrong.
Maybe a little long.
And
Oh no, those are very important.
the head of the guard is Kyra Lithstorm. You've also heard about Corum, who is a cleric of Gozra, as well, who reported in as well, saying that it was unnatural what was happening. But you don't know
What
where
was the
anyone is
guard's
in this
name
town?
again, please, Mumsy?
The witch?
The guard's name, please, Mumsy.
Yes, Kyra Lithstorm.
Thank you.
I will make sure that you have
And
you have
Captain
Lord
Red.
Rasheen.
So
Yes,
pretty.
Captain Red.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is everyone you've met so far. You did speak briefly with a town person who was there going to unload the ship. This is kind of natural. When the ship arrives, many people go and unload and take the stores to the center of town, to kind of this fortified area. And you guys were directed to the only tavern in town. If you wanted to stay, it's called the last stop, and that is where we picked up.
That's Monopoly.
So what do you want to do? Where do you want to go?
Well,
Who's going to start
I-
drinking first?
not me. The apparently the general consensus for us to go to the bar.
This sounds
Was
like a
like-
good plan.
I can
I
tell
wanted to
you.
go
believe the
talk
last
to the
stop
mayor,
was
but-
both bar and inn.
Yes.
That's where we're going to get all the rumors, the information. Trust me, I know these things.
All good plans.
Well, I'm
start with
already
bar.
there because I'm petting the cats. So
I love the
Did you just
the
you
LARPing.
follow a cat into the bar? Is that like, woo, kitty?
kitty.
Oh, it's a bar. Gotta love druids.
Gotta love the elves. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so you
Well,
guys, if you go to
sure.
the last stop, you meet a young looking a lady. She appears human.
Last
She
stop seemed more like first stop.
Yes, last stop is first stop.
Okay.
And you can't go tomorrow and come back again today.
No, we've been thrown out by tomorrow. Let's go.
A question.
She-
Like, are there the people that are gathered here? Do they look like stressed out? Like,
The people that you've seen so far that were heading to the boat to unload seemed like working class individuals. I think I described them all as wearing kind of like practical clothes. You kind of hear a blacksmith in the distance, kind of like the sound of metal being worked. They don't necessarily seem stressed out, like no one's running around screaming their heads off. But neither is anyone like coming up and like rolling out the red carpet for you all.
Just like
So as you disembark, you're mostly just kind of left to yourself.
I wonder how jumpy they are.
Oh boy.
What
Okay.
do you want to do? You want to walk into the bar?
yeah, I think so.
I've already followed the cats in, so
Oh,
Yeah. So you
I'm
see
gonna definitely
the young
bring
lady.
up the rear.
Perfect.
I'm going to bring up the rear and keep an eye on things.
She's canonically, cleaning a glass as barkeepers do. And she sees you all walk in. She's like, "Oh, newcomers, welcome. Welcome to Brittlemouth. I assume you're just arrived on the boat."
indeed.
No, welcome. So are you new settlers?
No.
not
we were here
really.
investigating the shenanigans in the forest. We were hired by Lord Poofy Pants to come here and check out the nasty things.
She gets a little smirk at the Lord Poofy Pants. She goes, "Oh, yeah, Lord Vashim, I'm assuming you're talking about."
Yeah, that works too.
Yeah.
He's pretty, but
he
he's
sent-
not very bright.
Well, I can't say as I've had the honor to meet him myself, but I think that's probably an apt description for any noble.
Agreed.
Is there any sort of trouble here? We were led to
And you
believe
see her-
that you were maybe having difficult times.
You see her smile, the kind of like service industry smile. I think Dirk especially would kind of recognize it, kind of like
Okay.
falter a little bit. And then she's like, yeah, there's been some a new, like, people have been whispering and things about stuff in the woods. I can't say I've seen any of it myself, but I mean, it's a tavern. People talk as they drink, and she kind of looks nervous a little bit.
Is
She's
there
kind of
any kind of
rubbing
check?
the bar.
Yeah, is there any kind of check I can make to sort of read a little bit
Absolutely.
more into what she's? Would that be society or diplomacy?
Could be society. Are you wanting to do like an insight check?
Yeah, essentially. Like, is there insight in this game?
Perfect. There is. So insight check is a secret check that I make. You tell me your perception modifier, and I roll for you so that you don't know if you've rolled well or not.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So my
So what is
I
your
hate
perception
all of
modifier?
that.
my perception is a 9.
Okay. You're really struggling to get a read on this individual. Yeah, you're not
Is
sure
there
at
any-
all whether she's lying or telling the truth or nervous or uncomfortable.
I'm going
Is there
to
a slot bucket?
what bucket?
A slot, like when they bust tables, people got to leave bones and stuff. Do they put it all in one
Oh.
bucket for the pigs? I
You
skip
haven't got. You
different?
don't know. You can't tell. You're not in the kitchen right now. Are you wanting to go behind the bar into the kitchen?
I'm not going to be rude, but if there was one out here, I was just going to start grazing. It's fine. Carry on.
I'm gonna change the subject. I'm gonna change the subject with her and just start like asking her what she has to drink, and I'll maybe espouse on my vast knowledge of alcohol to see what she has, what she doesn't have. Talk a little
Yeah,
shop with
so-
her.
And her demeanor changes pretty quickly when you start talking shop. She goes, "Oh well, we import a little bit of wine. I don't have a ton, but we've got a couple small casks that kind of last us a few months. I do have some ale. I do make my own mead. So it's nothing to write home about, but I'm decent enough at it. I drink it myself, so I figure that's kind of, quality assurance there."
Oh,
Insight check.
we need the mead for sure. We need the mead for insight.
Absolutely.
check.
What's your modifier there, Yerk?
On perception,
Yes.
9.
You think that she's drunk right now. You think she's been drinking it right now.
She's not lying. It is good mead.
Well, let's do the mead then.
All right, sure enough. And she's gonna kind of start pouring glasses, and she'll say, "Are you looking for rooms as well? If you're not settling, I'm assuming you need a place to stay."
Yes.
These are facts. Yes. You
Simple.
don't
All right.
Simple accommodations.
Preferably one in the corner of the building with a window that opens.
Yeah, no, every room has a window. I can give you the corner one. And then she kind of like stops and looks at all of you, and she's like, "How many rooms? I hate to presume. Just
I
check."
need my own.
Well, how many? What?
I need my own.
Why?
Trust me.
I thought Suglani's sleeping on ship.
Sometimes when I put things together, they come apart rapidly,
And why do you need?
and
a
I
cor-
don't want
why do you
anybody else to get hurt.
I'm gonna give Munch the serious side eye and under my breath be like, "Why do you need a corner room?"
Or they're more structurally sound, so if something blows up, it's not likely to take the end down.
What are you building that's going to blow
I'm
up?
sorry, what?
Don't worry about it. Nothing. He was
Oh,
asking me
that's my
about the
line.
ship.
Have I mentioned that there's a 5 silver deposit for damages?
Oh, no problem.
Oh, that's not going to be enough.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
So, okay.
how many
Four-
beds are in a
four
room?
rooms?
How many beds are in a room?
Oh, we have some singles and we have some doubles. I've only got about 8 rooms total, but
Okay.
I've got about half of each.
One question. Sorry, game term.
Yeah.
With how much gold were you given a day as a stipends? Silver?
You guys were told that you can claim this back as expenses. So you had I think it was 5 gold. Was it 5 gold a day for food, drink, and lodging?
Yeah.
Do you have 3 rooms? Do you have 3 rooms?
Are you assuming the dwarves are going to
Yeah.
share?
Yes.
Fair.
Your brothers. Do
Only,
All right.
only if they're bunk beds.
you have 3 rooms? How much?
Well, and she's kind of like looking between you, trying to decide if she needs to get a 5 silver deposit from each of you. for a
Probably.
room.
No,
Probably.
Only my room
Well,
will belong.
I do
mean,
have
my
a
room
fox
is the only
with me. I don't know if there's. Do you,
I'd like to
do you
roll
take
it.
a separate deposit for animal stay?
No, as long as your animal doesn't eat my animals.
Oh, she's very tame.
I won't
Can I
eat them
make a-
either.
Can I make some sort of deception check to tell her I'm not gonna ruin the room once I get drunk?
Munch,
Absolutely.
You're
roll
not
me
helping.
roll me a deception.
So,
What the?
First roll of the night.
Hmm? No problem.
She's like-
once I drink, very, very cautious with things.
Uh-huh. She's kind of like looking to you, and then she looks back to the goblin like you're not her first concern.
Oh.
And
Madam?
all right.
I barely
Um,
know these little men. I'm of no concern of yours.
I love that you're like Snow White and the 3 dwarves.
So she hands you the key first, and she's like, "Here you go. You've got one on the first floor, so your fox doesn't have to take the stairs."
Oh, I'm
Um,
upstairs all the way. Put me on the top.
Okay, then here you go, and she gives you a room, and she's like, "I'll take that 5 silver now, and then the rooms are a silver a day, and then food and drink on top of that."
So that's 5 silver for a day. So that's 1 gold piece for 2 days. No, wait, that's wrong. 3
For the deposit. $5 silver for the deposit, and if you don't blow up my room, you get that back. And then 1 silver a day for the rental.
You're an alchemist. Math is supposed to be your thing.
No, it's
Deposit.
Measurements.
I like money, but I don't like giving out money, so I'm not real good at that part. All the math works munch, and munch gets more, and then munch gets more.
I just
Come on.
slide a suitable amount of gold coins across the bar to her. I'll be like, "You have my word.
We won't let him blow anything up.
It will be all right." He
How
really
can you
is.
make that?
He really is harmless.
The gold
Ow, 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 ow.
Because
the gold seems to soothe her a little bit, and she's like, "Oh, okay. I'll
serve a higher
run a
power,
tab
York.
for you for food and drink." And
that would be delightful. That would be delightful. And I'll
All right,
bless
so
the
how-
tavern for you. In the name of the drunken hero, the lucky drunk.
Oh, all right.
The
That'd be
accidental
suitable.
god.
Yeah. Caden Kalian, that'd be right for a bar. Yeah.
Once I have some of the meat, I'll spread
Oh
it
my
around. It'll be fine.
I love
Yeah. And she did pour you the drinks before the whole room
Okay.
thing.
So I just walk around like dipping my fingers in it like holy water and like.
And none of you caught filth fever from the rats, so that's
Sure.
okay.
Rick, I think that may be alcohol abuse.
No, a little spilt goes a long way.
Pour one out
She's-
for his mojo.
Yeah, pour one out for Mojo.
So how she kind of just rolls her eyes a little bit. So how long will you be staying with me?
Well,
Oh,
until
okay.
this silly thing in the forest
I
is dealt
can't
with.
hear anybody.
We can hear you, Viking.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Fix your headphones, you old fart.
Until these things in the forest are dealt with. All right. Well,
However long that should take. I
Yeah.
mean, if you say there's nothing to it, then I'm sure it won't take long.
Well, to say I don't leave the area much would be a true statement. So,
Maybe there's someone you
Yeah,
can
I
point
mean, I
us
wouldn't-
to that would know better. We understand there's sort of a
yeah.
de facto mayor here or something.
oh Oh yes, yes. We just call him the mayor, Galen. There's the mayor, Galen. There's of course the town guard, Lithstorm, Kyra, if you're brave. You'll find her on the northeast side of town. You'll find her training some. We don't have a big town guard, but she keeps what we've got pretty pretty in check. She'll be the elf, the tall one. Can't miss her. I mean, I don't know. Like, how far in town do you want to go? We've got the scout.
What's the scout?
We got the scout, Kermy. Kermy frog spawn.
Kermie.
Yeah.
Hi ho, Kermit.
Let me do it for you.
I don't know if you'll meet him or not though. He's in and out of town a lot. He goes up north into the Fog Peak Mountains and does some scouting up there and
aren't
reports
there
back
giants
things
there?
and stuff. Yes.
Maybe he looking for a rainbow connection.
Yeah. It's not easy being green, sometimes.
Mm.
Apparently,
about
it's
it.
very helpful when you're trying to camouflage. He's
I can see
real
that.
good.
It's not easy being green. I agree. 100%.
The forests are very green. You hope.
I wonder if he's a fan of
Yeah, but the
bacon.
mountains, the Fog Peak Mountains, have some foliage up them for quite a ways.
caught
So,
that.
I mean, he's always come back. He must be doing a good job at it.
Well, fair enough. We'll have a drink and we'll head out into the town and talk to these people that you've mentioned.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots more people in town. Eventually, everyone comes through the bar once or in a while. Not every
Unless
night, but every
there's,
other night,
if
maybe.
there's something you want to tell us. Want to get it off your chest. We're here now.
Are you wanting to roll a diplomacy?
Sure,
I can roll diplomacy.
Sure.
Can
Remember,
can
in
I
Pathfinder
assist?
2e, you can aid.
Yeah, I'll aid.
Yes,
I was just
you
gonna
may
say,
aid.
Do you have
I
a good?
think I want to help.
Do you have a good diplomacy there, Suglani?
I am trained in diplomacy.
I will.
I am not, and I'm still helping.
I have an 8 charisma, which means even though I'm trained, I'm still not good at it. So, by all means, you do it, and I'll assist. I'll what is it? Assist?
Aid.
Aid.
Yes, assist, aid.
Okay, I'm rolling the aid.
Okay. You do indeed aid, so you're going to get a +1 to this.
It's a straight D20.
No, you roll the same skill as the person that you are attempting to aid with.
Yes.
Can I make it worse for them?
You can make it worse. Remember,
Well,
10
I will-
above or 10 below is what you're aiming for.
I will aid.
Me too.
You just
Okay.
We're all
want to
gonna
make
have
it
a
worse.
conversation.
I did.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
no. So with a 21, Dirk,
This is
you
why we
aided.
can't have nice things.
However,
Dirk.
Yerk and Munch actually hinder you, and so you will take
Oh,
a
no.
-1 to your 15, making it a 14. And she kind of looks to you all. Tell me how this roleplay this for me. How does Sue Graylin say this? Sorry, I'm gonna say your name one more time, and I will get it.
Suglani.
Sugwani. Thank you.
Sigourney Weaver.
I wrote it down phonetically and everything. How does Sugwan?
I think
how-
it's
how do you
Suglani,
do a
isn't it? Like
14?
Sue, and then there's an L in there, not a W.
Yeah, there's an L. So Suglani.
Let's all say it together.
Suglani.
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 Thanks a lot, Jazzy.
Randomfantasynamebuilder.com.
Damn elves.
So you pick short name is easier.
Munch.
Yerk, Dirk.
Yeah, Yerk and Dirk isn't at all confusing
names.
for the GM.
Nope. I'm Dirk.
Half elves don't usually have pretty easy names. They're usually pretty fancy.
No,
Are you only
your
half
name
elf?
is not the problem. Is entirely me.
I thought you were a full-blown elf.
Half elf.
Okay. We'll excuse that.
So how does our half elf Sue roleplay a 14 on your diplomacy check to try and get this barkeeper to open up?
So we understand that
Meanwhile-
it must be very difficult living so far out in the wild, but the wild is so beautiful. You must hear reports about the things that happen out in the woods.
I do my best
and the
to shut the
role-playing
other
of the
two
hindering.
out. The others two up. I'm like,
While I'm trying to talk, they're all like just talking over me, and apparently.
Munch, you're right on the way for a good
yeah.
spanking.
Promises.
So in amongst the chaos of all this, she's like,
Trees and
yeah,
stuff, and yeah.
Well, I mean, and she's kind of like trying to keep track of everything. They're not my stories to tell, I guess. So I guess maybe you should just wait around and talk to people. I mean, I told you who you maybe should talk to, but yeah. Sorry, I hate to be a gossip and things like that because I can't speak truth to any of them other than there's just some kind of general unrest in town. Anyway, so glad you'll be staying for a few days. Yeah, I can't wait for you to enjoy your stay. And she kind of trails off.
Best sales week of the year.
What kind of respectable barkeep doesn't like gossip?
No respectable barkeep
respectable
doesn't
one.
like gossip.
I used to love gossip at the Mojo. Hear about
Thank
all
you
the
for proving
hear
my
about all the
point about
ins and
respectability.
the outs and more ins and outs.
You're saying this in character?
Oh, absolutely. Maybe not directed at the barkeep. Just
She kind of raises an
I do have an 8
eyebrow
charisma,
and she's
so
like,
I don't think I'm very tactful.
There's no places like that here in Brittlemouth if you're looking for that.
I think she got stuck on my ins and outs.
I think there's a raccoon going through my garbage right now. You come back. Sorry, distracted.
Let's go and talk to someone else. I belt down the meat as quickly as possible. Is it good?
I'm
Yeah, it's middling. I mean, as a barkeep, you've probably yeah. Did the Mojo have a top shelf?
Absolutely. I do have knowledge.
Okay.
I do have knowledge in alcohol too, so I would know.
But
I would know.
Oh, roll me a knowledge
I have
lore.
alcohol. I have alcohol lore.
Roll it, just because. How often are you going to get to roll that? At 23. All right.
whew,
You could give
horse
her a
piss.
couple pointers about aging it, perhaps about
Yeah.
like the barrels that she's using and such, but it's drinkable and it's passable. You maybe serve it at the Mojo, but it would not be top shelf.
It's a little nutty.
which is so weird.
in a nutshell, baby.
Yeah, baby.
I was gonna do like a Cheerio, Honey Nut Cheerio joke. I don't know. It was a stretch, so I won't make it.
Oh, I finished that drink. Let's go. A dwarf.
I'm still nursing mine, so I'm gonna let them go talk to other people. I'm gonna stay at the bar and like observe her a little.
I can help you with that drink if you need to make it move faster.
No. I'm quite enjoying it, but
Oh, that's too bad.
you guys are better at the mingling thing.
must have a
I'm,
weak-
I'm more of a loner.
You must have a weak palate. That half elf part.
I really,
Thank you so much for encouraging my, getting to know people with my whole background thing. It's very
I'm gonna
comforting.
I'm gonna pat Siglani on the shoulder. There. It's okay. I'm glad I could help.
Can you
It is
even
one of
reach
your-
my shoulder?
Well, maybe your elbow.
I am going.
It is
to,
one of your edicts not to waste alcohol. So
I'm going.
I'm
to
still
hand-
drinking it.
Yeah, you drink up. We'll go talk to
Oh,
other
I
people.
will.
'Cause
Siglani, I'm going to
Clearly, the
hand her a vial.
Wait a minute. I thought you were of the four of us. Aren't you the best at talking to people? Like that's kind of your thing. That's your bag, baby.
It's only half my bag, baby.
Okay, fine. I'll let York talk to everyone else. What could go
Oh, yes.
wrong?
Real people person.
Wait, do any of the short people have any diplomacy?
No.
Yes, I'm skilled in it.
Oh, well, that's good.
But I start at a
Yes.
very low point and build from there.
I get the better the more I drink.
Yes.
Oh,
Do you want to
So,
take some of
it
that
is-
swill to go then?
I don't think any of us are super high in charisma.
I have +1.
Oh, there you go.
It is the end of the day, so you guys would arrive at the end of the day.
Oh.
The ship is being unloaded with kind of the last light, so
Maybe
you know
we
that
should wait till
probably the
morning
tavern
then.
will get busier. But it's up to you. You can go and see who's out and about,
I
or
think
if you
we
want to wait in the bar.
Excuse me. I think we should just stay here in the bar and see what happens, and then crash for the night, get up bright and early with the twittery bird thingies, and go on a fresh day.
I can already see
And
this
talk to
party has
people.
analysis paralysis. Okay, let's just stay here.
All right.
I'll order another
I wasn't
horrible mead.
paralyzed. I told you what I was gonna do.
I'm gonna have
Analysis.
another horrible mead.
Spectacular. You get.
And I order
she
it that
brings another
way.
round.
I'm gonna have another one of this woman's horrible mead, and we'll just stick it out here then.
Rude.
Barry.
Honesty is never rude.
Who would like to make me a random D4 roll?
I
For no
will.
particular reason.
Yeah,
I like
let
no
the
reason
goblin.
D4s. Hey,
You've been rolling so well so far.
I have a 4.
Okay.
Go to bed. No,
We don't know if that's good or bad though.
No, it's a number.
So with a 4, after a little bit of time, 2 individuals walk in. They appear to be human men, clad in kind of some basic leather armor, short swords at their sides, and they kind of nod to Diana and kind of like, stick up 2 fingers. And they sit at a table quietly, and they're served a couple of meals, and they just kind of sit there quietly eating, and they kind of give you some looks. Not like dirty looks or anything like that, but you see them kind of like they're noticing you.
I'm going to go over.
Oh God.
Let's never go bed.
Mm.
I'm going to gather up all the little things I've been mixing and working on and put them back in my bag.
Do we have a
I'm gonna
table
put
or a
the-
booth or something? Have we already set up shop in this place?
If you were drinking, you probably had to find a table at some point.
And then I'm going to put my rat on my head and I'm going to go over. On my hat, I'm going to cock it at an angle, make sure my goggles, and I'm going to saunter over like I know what I'm doing.
He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
No, I know. This is going to look.
Greetings!
Let's watch this like a Mexican wrestling match, shall we?
Greetings, gentlefolk. Perchance could you inform me as to why you are giving us the side eye?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. What's your name?
Munch. My name is Munch.
Munch.
This is Tarnish. Good to meet you.
Hi. They shake your hand. Yeah, we're sorry. You're new to town, so it's just part of our job to kind of keep an eye out for things. We're the town guard.
Yeah, that was self-evident. We're actually here to try to do some good. Lord Poofy Pants sent us to go explore the wilderness to see about the bad things that are happening.
You're one of the adventurers that got sent.
Yes. Stop
Like-
sounding so shocked. Yes.
Oh,
Adventure
All right,
is a loose word.
yeah. All right. And they kind of like give a little take a big drink. Well, welcome to Brittlemouth. I guess I hope you can do something about all this.
Well, is there anything actually going on? Because I'd much rather just get paid to fuck off.
Oh, yeah. Well, wouldn't we all? Yeah, something
The
is,
con-
and the one guy like elbows the other guy hard, and he's like, "You should go
yeah.
talk to the captain."
Captain, Kyra, was it?
Captain Lithstorm to you.
Oh, terribly sorry. I heard that once. I thought it was nice.
Well,
Well.
yes, but you don't know her, so Captain
No.
Lithstorm will do.
Okay, now good to know. Where would I find her on the morrow?
And the first guy who got elbowed, he's kind of like giving his friend a dirty look, and he's like, "You'll find us training tomorrow morning up at the northeast side of town. Can't miss it. We're doing survival training, so we're sleeping in tents right now, but at least we get to eat a hot meal. There's some practice dummies and things. You'll find the captain up there." And
I
she's on
assume
the
you
map
start
here.
at dawn.
Well, normally, yes. We, however, get the night shift tonight, so we will not be starting at dawn, thankfully. But yeah, you'll find the captain there. And the friend who gave the elbow is like crossed his arms and like kind of staring you down, and he's like, "Don't mind him. He's just protocol and all that stuff. Blah blah blah." I
I
mean,
don't mind anybody. I'm easy to get along with. Do they have bones
Yeah.
on their table, on their plates?
um,
Like a chicken
Yeah, we'll
bone
say-
or something?
yeah, they kind of each got a little bit of something. Looks like some pork bones.
Okay, well, I get along with everybody. I'm going to grab one and just start like biting it in half on the bone. You have a good
Oh.
night. Munch.
Yeah, you too. And then they kind of talking amongst themselves a little bit, and they're like, it's like, shouldn't be telling him all this stuff. It's not our place. And he's like, just let go a little bit. Like, geez, there's only like 10 of us in town. Blah blah blah.
I'm gonna bring them some drinks. I'm gonna be like,
Pardon?
I'm gonna bring them some drinks.
We're just going to.
You're gonna send them some drinks?
Whoever you put in front of us, we are going to berate them with questions and alcohol.
Yeah, I'm just gonna bring them some drinks. And I'll say, blessings of Kate and Killian upon you. Clearly, you were very kind to our little friend Munch there. But, could you save us some time? What's going on here?
This sounds like a diplomacy check.
Okay.
I would like to aid again.
No, please don't.
Yes. Okay.
Hold on.
Your aids. All right. Oh, that was a nat 20. So not only do you aid, you have a +0. First crit of the night. So not only did you aid, but you critically succeeded because it is a natural 20. So that's going to be a +2. So that's going to be 19 to your diplomacy check.
Oh,
So with a 19, the one that's grumpy just kind of like takes the drink and like turns away. Like he's not going to be there for the conversation.
okay.
And the other guy kind of looks around and leans in a bit. He's like,
I lean in too, like I'm part.
Listen,
I'm a part of it.
"Listen, we're the town guard. Like we're supposed to look tough and intimidating and take care of things. Like we're not supposed to really
You
guard
absolutely
the town."
do. You absolutely do. You look as tough as this
Yeah.
mead.
They don't look that tough.
Is that how Yurik helps?
Yes.
He's leaning in. He's like, "So like we can't, be making people nervous and stuff, but you're here and you're going to do a job, and it's obviously a job I don't want to do because like we guard the town, but
Yeah. It's not your bag,
been
baby.
weird
I
stuff.
understand.
yeah, there's been weird stuff outside of town. Like we train to like fell a random giant or like deal with like a possible measly band of like roaming orcs or something.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
of course. Naturally, yeah.
I was working the other night and we were at a point where we walk in like clockwise and counterclockwise and we overlap and stuff like that. So I was at a point where I was by myself.
Yeah.
And nature called.
Of course. Of course.
Go off into the woods just a little bit.
Blessings upon your
and it's
urine, by the way.
rattling. Oh, thank you. I think. He's awkward for a second. He's like, "I heard this rattling." Yeah, you've never heard of rattling like this before.
If you shake it more than twice, sir, you're playing with it. You understand that?
I wasn't rattling. Nothing down there is loose, okay?
I misunderstood. Continue.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah. All right. I heard this rattling coming from the woods, all right? But it wasn't like trees or squirrels or anything like that. It was like, I don't know, like wind chimes or castanets. And it was like, it was weird. And as he's saying this, you can actually like almost hear this kind of like sound that he's describing. It's almost like as he's describing it to you, you can kind of hear it in the back of your head. I was going to try and do it if I could.
Castanets.
Yeah. Nope, I can't. Oh, yeah. You kind of hear some kind of like crackling kind of. The Sirenscape working?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, no, I heard the sound, just like crackling, cracking, tapping. It was weird. And it made my bones kind of almost ache to hear it. And then I heard the rustling of the leaves. And then this shape, this I don't know. Like I've dealt with a lot of things. I mean, occasionally we have like a bear, and I've felled a bear before, and I've seen other creatures, but this thing, it moved like unnaturally in no way that any animal is meant to move.
I was just about to say unnatural.
It like undulated and then weaved, and then like all I saw was a silhouette, and I backed my butt out of there so fast I forgot to zip up. And next thing I know, I was bumping into the house, and then my patrol buddy came around with his lantern, and we shone the light, and we didn't see anything. And I mean, that thing just kind of haunts my nightmares since. And then he looks nervous, and he leans back, and he's like, I mean, I'm not seeing things.
No, I don't. I'm not accusing you of making up tales.
Anyways.
Do you know, I like lean in again. Do you know if you're the only one that's seen it?
I'm the only one of the town guard, but I told the captain, and the captain believed me. But I hear tell that the cleric, the Gorm cleric, he doesn't live in town. He lives outside of town. He doesn't like the balance of humans and wild and blah blah blah. He's not really part of the town, but he's up here, and he's not a bad guy.
I look at Suglani for a moment, and then I look back to him. They're a strange lot.
Yeah. Anyways, apparently he's seen some things. Maybe he's come to the captain before, and the captain's kind of said like, not our problem. So we patrol the town, and yeah, that's what we do. There's other people around town though, like hunters and trappers and
Sure.
people who go out and forage.
Sure.
Yeah, I talk to them.
So other than like hearing strange noises and boogeymen, nobody's been hurt.
No, everyone in town's accounted for as far as I can tell. But yeah, it's I mean, the town's not very big. If someone goes missing or something like that, we'd know about it.
Well, you sleep easy tonight, because my brother and I and my friends we're gonna take care of it.
That's spectacular. That's great. That's the
He was on the night shift. He's not sleeping tonight.
Yeah,
What?
I kind of took the night shift because the dreams have been so bad.
Oh, well, you take care, and I'll just pat him uncomfortably high on his thigh.
Oh, okay.
And then,
thank you.
and then I'll walk away.
No need to bless anything there. It all works. I promise. I told you. And he's gonna go back to eating.
Did you guys hear all that?
No, I was totally distracted by the app.
There's a boogeyman.
I heard he say he fought a bear, and I don't believe that for a second.
I don't either.
Do you want to roll an insight check?
He also said he runs around with his zipper down.
That is not what he said.
They call that trolling.
Is that what it's called?
Yes.
That's not what anybody said.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Okay, sorry. So distracted. But... Go ahead.
Saglani, did your
I was gonna say, did
elf
you
ears
want
hear
the insight?
differently?
Yeah, my perception is 9.
You believe him. You believe that he believes that he's telling the truth.
Yeah, see? And he did
You
run around with
believe
his
that
fly
I
down.
believe that this is like Inception. Hold on.
So maybe if we like pants Yerk and send him out in the night, he'll attract the creature.
What are you talking about, you weirdo?
I just take another drink.
Hold on. A creature come out at night, you say?
While his pants were down. So maybe, Yerk, if you were to drop your trousers and go out in the
Okay.
No,
night.
that's not what he said.
You don't have to tell me twice. I take my pants off.
Whoa! I told you, there's no places like that here. Hey! Do I
Oh.
need to kick you out?
Oh.
Not you.
Could
Dirk.
you?
Yerk, I think it's time for you to go upstairs.
Well, they said they've seen bears. I mean, clearly Yerk is not that.
I am pretty like animal. But
You've had enough mead that you're taking off clothes. Please go upstairs.
What have I gotten myself
I
into?
thought party was
safe.
about to start.
How else
You're
are
a
we supposed?
cleric, for goodness
If we
sake.
can replicate
For
what the man
those who
did.
think you're a cleric, go upstairs.
I feel bad.
I am
now.
very tempted to throw one of those ice bombs on your genitalia.
My genitalia is not out.
Well, knowing your
I
accuracy,
want to
you
be
probably
clear. I'm zipped up. It was Yerk here.
Small
But
target.
you told him to.
I merely suggested that we re-establish what attracted the creature in
Alright.
the first place.
All right.
The man
Hang on.
said
Hang
he
on.
was outside
I got-
taking a pee.
I got an answer for this. Fuck y'all. I'm out. And I go to my room.
That's all we had to do to get rid of.
I don't. Well, I'm going to take another one of those horrible meads and go outside and relieve myself, and I'll tell you if I see anything.
There is actually like places where you can do that if you want to relieve yourself, not in the woods, because it is a tavern. But if you want to go out and do that,
Well,
yeah,
isn't
go
that
ahead.
what he did? He
Describe
told
to me how. Yeah,
Yeah.
roll.
Jared, I love that's what you took
perception.
from that entire thing. That's just amazing.
That's what he said. That's what he said. Okay,
That's part of what he said. Yes, that is accurate.
Killian, thank you for the follow. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna ask for another of those horrible meads, and that's exactly how I order it. And then I'm going outside to take a pee.
Roll me a perception while you do that, and yeah, she gives you the mead, but she's kind of like she pours it, and she's kind of like, "You guys getting? Are you good? Should I cut you off? You're getting a little
Yes.
mean."
Are you taking a sobriety test from a priest of Caden Kalian?
Oh, they're the worst.
Quite frankly, I'm insulted. It's fine.
Oh, all
Everything's
right.
fine.
Well, that's your choice.
Everything's fine, my dear. Do you need some more coin, maybe? Is that the problem?
No, it's fine. Welcome to town. So glad you came. And she'll refill you, and then she'll get busy serving other people.
I'll raise my glass to her. Blessings upon you.
Yeah.
And then I'll head out.
Hold on.
You see, she looks at the guards, and she's like, and she like gives a like, watch this one.
Hold on, Dirk. I go with.
Yeah, come on. We can play glowing swords. Come on.
Roll me a perception as you head out into the wilderness armed with your mead.
Oh, for the love of Gosra.
Okay, what do I roll for perception?
Just straight up perception. It's on
There's not
the
a button.
right-hand side underneath your conditions.
there's the button.
Yes. Yeah. It's separate.
My bad.
It's not one of your skills, it's separate.
Yeah.
So you rolled a nat 1.
So I fall over someone outside.
You could.
You do hear the rattle from down under.
Yerk, with a 21, you see what Dirk is about to trip over as he's undoing his pants, but it's entirely up to you whether you wish to inform him about it or not.
Oh, I let it happen.
You let it play out. Thank you.
Thank you.
You fall prone, drink in hand, and you spill some of it. And Kate and Kalian, the part of you is a little upset.
Oh, great, Yerk. Great.
This how you get thrown out?
This is blasphemy what I've just done here. Help me get it off the ground.
No,
How would you like me to do that?
drink this.
Just lick the dirt, Yerk. Lick the dirt.
I will not do that, no.
Come on, Yerk. You owe me. You owe me for the mojo. Lick it.
Are you trying to guilt me into eating dirt?
I don't want you to eat it, Yerk. Just lick it. Come on, before it soaks in. Or then we will have to eat it.
What did they
Jazzy, can you roll me a random d4 for no reason?
Oh.
Yeah,
roll
of
a
course.
perception check, roll a persuasion check, Jeremy.
Okay.
Okay, 3 on the
Oh,
d4,
God.
and the persuasion?
Diplomacy, right?
Diplomacy.
There we go.
Yeah.
Look
So
at
that's
yourself.
a 10.
Lick your own damn dirt.
Oh, well, fortunately, I haven't.
lick your own dirt, Yerk? Oh, there we go. Or
Fortunately, I hadn't broken the seal yet, so the ground is still clean.
So as you are having this argument and you're trying to guilt your brother into licking dirt,
Yes.
Yeah, who's this?
this individual comes walking up towards the bar, but hearing the commotion nearby has come to investigate. This individual here. And she's like, excuse me, fellows, are you all right?
I guess that depends who's asking.
Yes, I know it's probably a matter of perspective and things are subjective and all that, but I guess the question is, are either of you about to expire and or injure each other?
That's an odd question.
I don't think so.
All right. Wonderful. Then
Who are you?
I guess. Who am I? I'm the town herbalist.
Oh.
I'm Celeste Murphy.
You're a witch.
No, I have not been gifted
Yes.
any sort of
I slowly
powers
start
from
pulling a
any
torch out of
deities.
my bag.
What are your bag?
I slowly start pulling a torch out of my bag when he says witch.
Well, I'm Dirk,
And she
and this is my brother Yerk. And we just pose for a second.
back to back.
Yes, absolutely.
And we're wicked smart.
And we're here to take care of your bone rattling problem. In fact, we were just about to bait the creature with a little bit of bodily moisture.
Boning?
Bait. We were about to bait the creature. Did I say bone the creature? What's that?
Maybe you had too much.
No, I'm fine. It's fine.
Well, I see. Well, I can't say as I know anything about how to fix the problem in town, and I can't say as I've attempted to bait it as
There is a
you are.
problem. now.
So
There is a problem. You've just admitted that.
oh yes, I would say that there are some very
So
unusual things.
What do
happening
you
beyond
know
town
about
borders.
it? Would you like a drink of mead?
Might you perhaps become a little more decent before we have this conversation? I do have certain standards for the company I keep.
Oh. Yerk, pull your pants up.
My pants out up. Your pants down.
Well, I just thought perhaps if you weren't attempting to imbibe alcohol off the floor, and rather we went inside and discussed it.
As long as you tell no one that I spilt alcohol out here.
Oh, well, yes, your secret is safe with me.
Swear on it. Swear on it.
I have no reason to tell anyone anything like that, assuming that you are a decent dwarf and me no one any harm.
Of course I'm a decent dwarf. I mean, look at me.
That is yet to be seen, as you are attempting to
No.
get someone to eat dirt. I said eat dirt. That's all I said.
Close. You walk a thin line. Let me buy you a drink.
A woman of my age walks many thin lines to get to, as old as I am and as wise as I am. But yes, I
how
will
old
not say
are
no to a
you?
free drink.
It's bad lighting out here.
Well, I'll be...
I would have taken you for
Yes.
more than a day over 29.
Oh, come now. Flattery will get you many places, but not quite that far tonight. No, I'm
I thought you looked very
let's
old.
say for a human, I have seen more than half of my years.
Oh.
I was going to say
Experienced.
about 60, 70. But
Yerk.
no.
Just out of pure rudeness, right?
Yerk. You insult our guest.
Mumsy.
Come along. I'll
Yes.
introduce you to my friends. One of them, at
Munch
least. I
is
think the other one went to bed.
naturally very sneaky.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to try to get my way down into the kitchen and grab some food and take it back up to my room. Food in
That will have-
quotes. Foods in quotes. The
Food.
slop bucket's fine. You know, pile of bones, some raw chicken, whatever.
Roll me a stealth.
I will do that. Now let's see how that goes. La 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 la.
We giving up on finding this monster for now?
Well,
I thought
I
you
gave
were
up
actually trying
a
to do
while
something.
back.
let's stick with the witch. She might know something.
Okay.
You give me the
Sure
nod
enough.
and I get out the torch.
Sure enough, no one's expecting you to sneak into the kitchen as you are allowed to get food. So no one is watching for you. So with a 23, you're able to get in and get what you would like, assuming that you're not trying to take like a cauldron with you or something ridiculous.
No. I'm gonna throw a bunch of random stuff onto a platter or plate, dirty bowl, or whatever. Whatever's convenient. And at head level, you know, he's small. You know he's not picky.
Yes, indeed. Unless anyone wants to roll perception against that, I think that'll pass everyone's passive perception.
Yeah.
Um,
And then I'm gonna go back to my
Okay.
room and work on some new ideas that I have involving that weird taste I had on my tongue. I'm gonna lick some
yes.
random things from the kitchen to see if they match.
And we're going to bring Celeste to Saglani.
Yes. So, Suglani, you see in walk your two companions with this woman as well, and she has some kind of streaks of silver in her hair and things. And she walks in and she gives a warm smile to Diana, and Diana, kind of nods back. And she goes to her own table, kind of over in the side, and she sits and she's like, "Well, I will take that free drink now, if that's."
Absolutely. Some of your worst mead, please.
Oh my god.
Oh, come now. Be nice to Diana. She runs a clean establishment. You don't want to know what the last one was like.
I'm not saying that it's not clean here, but the mead is a tad on the weak side. If I made if I made mead for you, my dear.
Oh, will you be sticking around long enough to be fermenting anything?
Well, I catch what you're laying down, but no.
Then perhaps don't insult the only mead in town. And she takes a big drink and she's like, "Now, do tell me, I hate to say young dwarf, but you are most likely older than I am. However, dwarfs and humans aging, all that stuff, it is a funny business. But I would ask, what exactly do you bring to this town in your ability to deal with anything out there?"
We bring the strength of Yerk, the spiritual guidance of myself, the keen eyes, ears, and bow of Saglani, and I motion for her to come over, and the ingenuity of Munch.
Ah.
Who is nowhere to be found.
I see. Yes, well, Yerk does indeed seem one that is bronze over brains, perhaps. I don't know much about the rest of you, your divine powers and whatnot, though I recognize that the gods do indeed bless certain individuals with such things. And yourself, I see you have a companion animal here. Are you a ranger of sorts?
I am. This is Claire.
Oh yes, the
Well,
fox.
hello, Claire.
And Claire comes right up to her and gives her a little lick on the hand and
What's Munch's little thing
nuzzles
called?
her hand.
And she gives the fox one little like gentle pet between the ears, and is like, all right. Well, gift horse and mouth and all that, don't be looking. So if you're here to help the town, then indeed, welcome. And how might I assist the valiant 3 out of 4 of you?
So, do you know what it is that's stalking the night and the woods around town, causing all this fear and commotion?
No, I can't say as I know what it is. If you are looking for an easy answer, I'm afraid I don't quite have that wisdom.
Do you know who might?
I do, however. No, I don't think anyone in town knows what's going on. I think that's why you've been
I
requested
think
or
that's
sent
why
for.
we're here.
Someone always knows, Saglani. They always know.
Well, assumedly, whoever's doing it or done it or whatever would know. But generally, people doing evil deeds keep it to themselves, as it were.
So it is evil.
Oh, something in my bones tells me it is. Yes,
It's a lot of
I'm the town herbalist.
bone feeling around.
And
I was just about to ask what your job in the town is, since everybody seems to have a purpose.
yes, herbalist.
In
I'm the
such a
town
small
herbalist.
Oh, so you are in tune with all things natural.
Well, I'm not a druid or anything like that, but I know my way around foraging. I know which mushrooms harm and which ones heal. I know when to pick certain leaves and how to make tinctures and such. I can brew a few remedies, nothing magical by any stretch of the imagination, but I can put together things that help people generally and ease pain and reduce symptoms. It's
Do you have a magic broom?
decent living.
Cauldron?
She's not a witch,
No.
darling.
You think maybe you feel it in your bones because you're very, very old?
Quite possibly, yes.
Mm.
That
Please
would be
excuse my
a
tiny friends. They're very drunk. They claim the meat is weak, and yet
We're just
they're
getting
acting
started.
like fools.
We're just getting started.
They act a fool.
A few
Please
drinks
excuse
and
my
my mind clears.
Traveling companions. So you do know quite a bit about the natural world. You would not say that this trouble that the town is seeing is of a natural variety, from what you've heard. Is that true?
I know only that there's been reports, sightings of shadowy things in the night, and I wouldn't give it much credence if I hadn't found certain unsettling things during my forays into the forest. To the west of town, you may have noticed the river, we're on the river, and there are small tributaries that feed this river. To the west of town, there's swampy areas, and through the swamps run clearer kind of streams and such. No river that a boat could follow up as such, but there's streams and creeks and things, especially in the
Springs and
spring. They
such.
run.
Yep.
Yeah, they run deeper. The milts from the Fog Peak Mountains in the springtime, they can get a little bit treacherous, but at this time they're you can traverse them. And that's where I find many of the ingredients for my remedies. I've been foraging in Brittlemouth for a little while, not very long, but enough to know that it is unusual to find the number of skeletons that I have found. Now, before you panic too much, they are not humanoid skeletons. They are animal. But I have found many bird and vermin, even some that I think may have been deer and such. But I find them washing up in the streams or alongside the riverbed. In numbers, that seems unusual. And I'm not a hunter, although I have set a snare or two in my life. But generally, when you find like a carcass that a creature has caught and eaten, you find much of the carcass together, ribs with ribs and spines with spines. These bones seem scattered and haphazardly all over the place. You would walk and hear them crunch underfoot in the long grass, or you would find them in the stream like pebbles. It was unnerving.
Like they were dismembered.
Well, yes, or strewn about. It's
Are they intact? Like the bones
the
themselves?
bones? Many of them were, yes. Many of them, though, I think just exposure to the elements. It doesn't take much for bird bones to sun bleach and crack. And again, I just literally stumbled upon many of them. It left me unnerved, to say the least.
That does not sound natural in my personal
No.
hunting and survivalist skills.
Indeed, it did not feel right to me. But I apologize that is all that I have seen and found to the west of town in the swampy areas along many of the creeks.
So it debones the creature.
I respect that this is an area that you forage for your herbal medicines, but is this an area that you would be opposed to us investigating so that we may see this for ourselves?
I lay no claim to the wilderness, and as I did find those there, I have decided to forage in other locations for the time being.
That is understandable.
Beyond the town borders, it is a no man's land. No one lays claim to those areas, and you may come and go as you wish. But indeed, you won't find much, if any, civilization out there. I do believe there was some people that lived in this area before the town came to be, and then the town was built where most people lived. But yeah, generally it's just wilderness.
That's funny. We weren't told about any kind of settlement here before the town that I recall.
Don't believe it to have been a settlement per se. I think people just have a way of populating the world, as it were. If you go far enough, you will bump into someone eventually.
I think maybe we should get Munch and go investigate.
You wish to go in the dark?
I think maybe we wait till morning on that.
They see quite well in dark.
I'm going to see if Munch could maybe make us some urine bait.
What?
Who's attracted to
Did
that?
you say urine bait?
It was attracted to the guard peeing.
It was most likely attracted to the fact that the guard was alone. In general.
Well, I'm not going out there alone. I don't mind taking...
I don't think that you're using your wisdom skills, dear.
I don't mind taking a cup of urine, but...
You're very fun, but you're not very bright.
Oh, I'm not. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
She's just letting you guys have this conversation, and she continues to finish off her drink, and she's like, well, thank you for the nightcap. You can find me if you need me, or any of my remedies at the northern end of town. Just ask around. Everyone knows where I am, and I'm generally, if I'm not foraging, I'm at home. So, yes, I guess.
Thank you very much. I may come to you if I need anything. I do know a bit about healing, but my knowledge is limited. So.
Oh, yes. Well, no. Anytime. Come on by. I again only herbalist in town, but I generally have decent prices, as it were.
We appreciate that. Thank you so much for your patience with my friends.
Yes. Well, best of luck to you. I do indeed wish you the best, as this is something has become my home, and I wish for it to be safe.
This is not mop his strong dwarven beard. Thank you for asking.
I don't trust. I don't trust her.
I
Do you
think
want an
the
insight
feeling
check?
is mutual, darling.
Sure. Sure. Oh no, you roll that. Never mind. Disregard mine.
Yes.
Even though it was. banger.
You generally believe her, but yes, you feel like maybe there's something she's not saying. Maybe it has to do with the conversation. Maybe it has to do with you personally. Not sure. Maybe.
It couldn't be me. It couldn't be me. I'm gonna wait for her to leave, and I'll be like, "There was a woman like that near the Mojo back in the day. You can't trust people like that."
Was
Like
a
what exactly?
Witch also.
A witch, yeah,
You-
basically.
She's not a witch.
She lives on the edge of town. She collects herbs and spices.
All evidence points to witch.
She
So-
has no magical ability at
She
all.
knows, well, not displayed here.
So canonically in Pathfinder, witch is a class. They are spellcasters. They would be like sorcerers and such, but they have familiars that grant them powers through another like deity being. So it is entirely possible you know witches.
She may have had a frog in her pocket.
Gonna leave a frog in your pocket.
I'm just happy to see you. It's okay.
Claire has something to say about that.
So, no time like present. We go now. We go,
I don't think we should
now?
go in the dark. I mean, let's be.
We're not going in the dark.
No.
I'm making that decision. We're
Evil-
going to bed.
Evil things come out at night.
You know what?
When
In this last bit of back and forth with the people of this village, I think Saglani has been stupendous. So, York, I think you and I should leave the decision making to her.
Well, I mean, I have to think less, so sure.
Okay. Yes. Well, I'm going to have another drink and then I'm going to bed.
Oh boy.
I call top bunk.
Like every sentence from him is like, "I'm gonna have another drink and then I'm gonna have another drink and then."
I think
It's
that's his
awesome.
catchphrase. I'm gonna have another drink and.
All
You
right.
found your catchphrase.
And I'll even try to take a pointer and I'll just go, "Can I have another of your mead?"
Yeah, sure.
But I twitch a little bit. Like I like.
So canonically, Dirk is an alcohol snob, is what we're learning.
Apparently.
Okay. I like it. Character development.
It had to go somewhere.
You are given another mead, and she kind of slides it across to you, and she's like, "You're welcome."
I just smile.
Dirk, you getting another one of those terrible meads?
I try to pretend I didn't hear that, and I'm just going to walk back to the table so I can show Saglani that I can be somewhat, better.
She pats him on the head.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. I think maybe this is a good point to take our short break.
Yep.
If everyone's going to have a night's rest, and we can pick up after the break with first thing in the morning. And as soon as we get back, I'm going to need a fortitude save from Dirk, who is now
Naturally.
6, 7 drinks in.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Sounds good. We'll
Yeah.
be right back.
All right. Yeah, so it was a day ago that you guys would have had your encounter with the rat swarms. So I don't think anyone has any healing to do, but if there's any spells you want to prepare or things like that, you can have a long rest. I did say I would open with a fortitude save from Dirk. As you imbibed a lot of alcohol.
How much do you heal overnight? Again.
It is your level times your con. Ooh, very nice. Okay. So with a 20, which is only a 10 for you, you've got a good constitution, you're a dwarf. You don't feel like running a marathon. I don't know if Dirk ever feels like running a marathon, but you don't feel too hungover, so you're feeling pretty good, I would say.
Oh. With a higher quality mead, maybe I would have been done in, but very watered down. Saglani, don't look at me like that.
You can feel Sugwati's eye roll from her room.
Oh.
I should have had just a random D20 roll from Yerk to see how much snoring Yerk did, whether it would affect your fortitude save there, but I won't be that mean.
You could still retcon that.
Let's not get.
You are in charge.
Let's not get cruel.
Yes, but it's funny.
Believe me, Yerk does enough damage to this party already.
Well, you find yourselves waking up. If there's anyone does anything specific in their morning routine they want to share inside of their character, feel free. If not, you can just
I have
on.
to make a bunch of things.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a bunch of mutagens and a couple elixirs going on here as we head out, because I'm not entirely sure where we're going and what we're doing.
And what noises come from your room as you're preparing things?
Oh, lots of hisses and a few pops, a squeal, and a put that down, you stupid rat.
So a little bit of this.
A little bit
of
that.
Nothing blows up. There are some very interesting smells that come out of the room when he opens the door, and there's kind of this haze follows him out as he walks out of his room.
Munch. Munch, is everything okay?
Our things are good, yes.
You went to bed very early last night.
No, I went to my room. There's a difference.
Oh. I apologize for any insult I've given you.
Oh, none taken. Just wanted to make sure you understood the particulars.
Okay.
As he's like coming out, I try to like peek into his room. What the hell's going on?
It's completely clean, spotless. There's an empty plate that was licked clean. There's an empty beverage container. The fact that the chamber pot is empty is worrying.
So yeah, that's that would be concerning as someone comes to clean your room later on. But yeah, the day dawns. You have your. You got everything ready that you need for your alchemy?
I got some. Yeah. I got some things. I can turn people into mutants. I'm good. All I have to do now is convince the dwarves to drink them. We'll be fine. What's the worst that can happen?
If there's drinking to be done, I'm your man, Munch.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that, which is why I doubled up on the mutagens.
It's a well-known fact that Caden gives us wisdom from the bottoms of our cups. So if you need me to upend a cup, you need
I'm glad I put them in my fanciest vials.
So you hear the morning kitchen. Someone's in the kitchen making some food. You guys can all get fed and ready for the day. Are you guys leaving like at first light, heading straight out?
What are we exactly doing, team? Like, are we not going to go and talk to the mayor? I think we should talk to the mayor before. No?
Bureaucrats are the last people you talk to. You never talk to the bureaucrats. You go talk to the soldiers. You go talk to the salt of the earth.
All right. Well, then the captain. Why don't we go? What?
I went to bed after the captain.
Oh, we met a witch.
She's not a witch.
Sure, look like witch.
That's fine.
Why don't we go talk to the captain of the guard then?
How would you like it if I told you looked like a troll?
I'd say troll is pretty good looking, thank you.
I would not.
There is a similarity. in
Okay,
the smell.
I didn't know that you had a soft spot for the old lady. I'll stop calling her a witch.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You could use the term hag instead.
I have a very big problem with racism. Thank you very much.
Racism.
Technically, hags and witches are two different things in
Maybe
Pathfinder
ageism.
2, just saying.
Yeah, hags are much worse. much, much worse.
Okay. Smile.
Classism? Technically?
Classism,
Technically,
yes.
it's classism?
Yeah.
She was a little...
As a half elf, I was given a very hard time growing up. Thank you very much.
Okay. I'm not picking on you. Are we
To be
good?
fair,
Do we need to have a
it's
drink?
We're
other
good.
people.
We're good.
We need to share a
You
drink,
don't need
maybe.
another drink. We don't need another
Bit of
drink.
the
Let's
hair
go.
of the dog that bit you. Rawr. Okay.
So you're heading out to talk to the captain or the mayor?
The captain, because
Captain.
the goblin's wisdom says don't talk to bureaucrats.
You don't talk to them first.
I don't know that I entirely disagree with you, so that's fine.
I don't disagree with the goblin either. I never thought I'd say that, but
Yes.
You get an overview from the peasantry first, then you talk to the bureaucrat.
Okay, well let's talk. I think the captain, if anybody's going to know about the defenses or the safety of the town, it's probably going to be her.
All right. So you
Oh,
guys
that's
head
fun.
out to
The north.
The-
I think
the
it was the
captain-
north, like the northeast or something.
Yeah. You can see the token on the map where you're told to go here, and I will show you what you see as you approach.
Ms. Storm.
The head of the town guard, you know little of her other than Lord Rashim told you about the letters he received. This elf carries herself with grace and confidence that suggests her age and experience is greater than her appearance. So this, you can tell this as you approach. You begin to see, as you're approaching, you hear kind of like the clack of like practice swords and such, and you hear kind of like someone calling out like, parry, jab, nope, fix your footwork here. And kind of quiet for a little. Now try again. All right, better. Do it again 10 more times. And you see this elf walking kind of around about 6 men kind of sparring with each other with practice swords. They're in their light armor, and there appears to be tents and practice dummies around. As she's walking around watching these men, she also sees you out of the corner of her eye, and she kind of eyes you as she continues to walk and waits as you approach. And as you approach, she then says, all right, 10 more rounds each, and then take a break. And she turns back to all of you, and she's like, I assume you are the ones that Lord Vashim sent.
Good guess.
Yes.
Is it that obvious?
Who speaks Elvish?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I do.
I do.
I speak so freaking many languages, it's ridiculous.
She turns to Sue Gwalin. I'm going to
Just
say
call me
Gwen.
Sue. Just call
I'm
me
going to call
Sue.
you Sue. My apologies. My deepest apologies. She turns to Sue and she
girl
says,
named
Exactly.
she says in Elven, are you the one that I'm supposed to talk to in this group? As you are the only one that appears to be at eye level.
Oh, where's your hate of racism now,
Oh,
Sue?
I definitely,
Hey, Sue!
I definitely understand that.
She's definitely
That's
speaking in Elvish.
That
Yes.
joke went completely over my head.
Oh, get out.
She'll answer back in Elvish. I do realize that my friends are very short, but they are, she sighs, adequately prepared to handle the job when they're not drunk.
She
I'm going
answers
to
back in. Oh,
I'm going
Yep.
to speak in Elvish. You will find, my lady, that our height does not measure our ability.
Yerk.
Indeed. Especially
And she-
him.
What are they
she
speaking?
smiles a little bit and she looks at the goblin and she's like,
witch
All
talk.
right, fair. I haven't heard anything about you. However, your two companions, I hear, like to foray into the forest after a few drinks. So I may already have reports about them.
They are definitely bold and crass, milady.
Indeed.
But they do
What?
appear strong and devout.
What are you saying?
She thinks on this
Oh,
a moment.
we're talking
and
about beer. Don't worry about it.
Sprechen
It's
Sie
something
Don't
Deutsch.
worry
special.
about it.
Don't worry about it.
she kind of
Though
She-
they are
she's
feisty
finishes-
in spirit, they are also very feisty in
Com-
what's the word I'm looking for?
combat, exploration.
Both
Wrestling.
combat and
Greco oiled wrestling.
she kind of looks to the two dwarves, and I guess she gives kind of like a gentle like nod, and she's like, in Elvish, she says, "Well, I guess even if you're not the sharpest tool, a hammer still gets a job done on occasion." And now she switches to common.
She
Most
looks over,
slightly.
gives us a nod. We do the back-to-back.
She's like, "Well, I've heard about some of you
Change
already."
characters. That's good.
zealous of spirit. That's the word I was looking for.
Zealous of spirit. I like that.
You seem to have had a lot to
So-
say already.
Yes, well, sometimes it's nice to speak my native language, as it were, and I thought perhaps your comrade here would accommodate me.
Indeed, milady.
No need for this, my lady. I am captain at Lithstorm. I hold no nobility, but in this town, I hold a certain amount of respect.
I'm going to be very risky, and I'm going to turn to the dwarves and say in the lowest, most guttural dwarf I can manage, yeah, she's got a thing about being hoity and toity. I don't know
Roll me
if
a
she speaks
perception.
Dwarven. I don't know if she speaks Dwarven or not, but okay. Now I gotta do a perception roll. I gotta find it. Then I gotta press this button here. Bam!
You're thinking she might have understood you.
Okay.
Her eyes narrow a little bit. You're
I'm
not
gonna
sure,
wait. I'm gonna wink at her and say "milady" in Elven.
She kind of crosses her arms and just kind of looks over her shoulder at the guards, and they're finished their rounds and taking their breaks. And she's like, "I have some time to spare, but not a ton. I assume you have questions, and I wish to assist you, as it is Lord Rashim that sent you, and Lord Rashim that oversees things. So, what is it that
You have a
you
problem. We're here to solve it.
We have something that is true.
So so it's factual. There is actually a something.
There is something, yes. I don't know what. It's.
Do you know what it's not?
I know it's not a giant, and I know it's
Okay.
not anything we normally deal with.
A dragon, maybe.
Oh, pray to the gods, it's not.
Yeah.
No offense to you, but I don't think four adventurers, even with the help of the town guard, would be able to deal with a dragon, even a young dragon. And she looks a little bit worried here. No, there's been no evidence of a dragon. Dragons take carcasses and fly off with them and kill and seek out riches. We are a town that has resources, but none of it precious golds or jewels or things like that. There's no mining going on here. No smelting, no anything.
What is going on here?
Well, I've heard you've already talked with Steve.
Steve?
A good lad.
Yes,
The guard?
I believe him when he says he thinks he saw something in the night.
He
Yes,
baited
he
beyond
it.
that-
seemed very disturbed by what
He
he
baited it with urine.
saw and heard.
So clearly the creature is attracted to that. Maybe the ammonia.
I don't
For the love of
think it
Gozra.
was an intentional baiting.
No. So, yes, it sounds like Steve had an interesting encounter with whatever it was out in the woods.
And I catch myself saying witch. I'm like, and the woman who deals with herbs and things like that. Said she found
Mrs. Murphy, Celeste Murphy.
bones in the swamp.
Yes, I've also heard this. Some of the trappers have reported some of these sites as well, and that they're having more issue with trapping
With no meat.
as of late.
Is there a specific
They-
region?
Well, generally, to the north, there's a little bit of wilderness to the north, but quickly you get into the foothills and then into the Fog Peak Mountains. To the west, you have the river finishes, the passable part of the river ends and breaks off for a little while, and then you get into the desert, the rain shadow from the mountains. The south that you came up, there's wilderness and the river, and to the west is the marshes, and that's generally where we've been getting our resources, as it were.
But no one's
Is that where
died.
most of the site?
No one has died, and
what's-
nothing has happened within the bounds of the town.
Well, then what's the problem here? Like, why is it such a concern for Lord?
Puffy
There
pants?
was several
Puffy
other
pants.
residents who claim to have seen things, and it has caused 2 families to leave town. Now, in a town of this size, that's not insignificant, and Lord Rashim wishes for this to become a growing settlement with more resources. The ability to become self-sufficient would be ideal, seeing as we get supplies sent up every month. It gets expensive for him. So my
Maybe if
job
you had-
is to...
Sorry.
Yep.
Maybe if you had better meat, more people stay.
I elbow him. Shut it.
Well, if you know any brewers that wish to move up here, are you perhaps wishing to stay yourself?
I have considered finding my mojo here. But for now, no plans.
Is this like a midlife crisis
Don't
for you?
Don't ask.
It
Don't
was a-
ask. It's a big thing.
It was a crisis. It involved many men.
Milady, please change topics.
I vouched for
yes.
you. Do you think you could stop?
You vote for me. I apologize. I'm trying to make it up to you, Sue, I swear.
And she kind of turns to the 2 of you that speak Elvish, and she's like, "I'm just going to call them the Hammer 2 or the Hammer
Ye-
Brothers from now on.
Yes.
Hammerheads.
Sure.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Yes.
And Jetsam, Frick and Frack.
Dirk and Yerk.
Pete.
It's pronounced gravel gut.
So she kind of shakes her head at the kind of the little inside joke, and she's like, "Listen, within the bounds of the town, I am responsible for everyone here. Beyond that, though, it's not my strong suit. I have no magical abilities, nor have the gods gifted me anything beyond my elven sight and hearing and abilities. I'm good with a sword, and I'm good in a fight, and I can hold my own. But if there is something out there that is not natural, as the cleric would have us believe, I
What
think
cleric?
that it's best to call in people. The cleric of Gorham.
Oh,
the,
yes.
The halfling.
The
Yeah.
follower
Yes,
of Gozra.
Gozra.
Lives
Sorry, yes,
outside
not
of
Gorham.
town.
My apologies.
Not your concern.
No, he is not officially part of the town roster. However, once he's in town, he is my responsibility, and he's actually not too bad of a fella.
Have we
if, a
considered
little
that
skittish.
he's responsible?
I have considered it, but have no reason to believe he is or isn't. At this time, I have no idea.
Don't these? I look to Sue. Don't these nature religious zealots have a beef against places like this, towns, outposts, civilization?
This sounds like a religion role to me.
you want me to make a religion roll?
Whoever would like to make a religion roll.
I would like to assist.
Oh God, I
Sure.
push him away.
Oh, too late.
Oh, gods help me.
Okay, so Dirk, you rolled a 26. Yerk, you did not aid, but you did not hinder either. So with a 26, you know that Gozra is a deity of nature and natural things. Your exact words would be is a deity of two aspects known as the wind and the waves. Gozra rules over nature and the sea, the weather. Gozra is popular with druids and those who seek to preserve the wilds. So their edicts are cherish, protect, and respect nature in all its forms. Their athema is bringing civilization to intrude on the wild, create undead, despoil areas of natural beauty. So theoretically, a cleric could be okay with a civilization if it was like in balance and protecting things and kind of stuff. But if it is a city that was overriding or destroying things, then absolutely they would not be okay with it.
With mead like that, no one wants to see it prosper. I'm just saying. Doesn't gather
I
numbers.
think you may have cracked the case.
Yes.
Where is this individual's domicile?
Knowing Gozra, I do not believe that the settlement as is would be something that would be hindering the natural things around. Seems more that the creature that's been described to us would be the thing that would be disturbing Gozra more than the settlement.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't know exactly how the various gods would interpret different things. I know that Lord Vashim wishes there to be civilization on the outskirts of things, and thus follower of Abadar. But if you wish to talk with Quorum, your best bet is to just go out into the wilderness and look for him. He comes and goes through town. I don't know exactly where he stays, unfortunately. It's not in town, though. He does come through every couple of days.
We could create a natural ruckus. That'll bring them out. Burn some saplings. Something like that.
Yeah. I guess that could work indeed. Did you want to talk with him or did you want to duel him? Just curious.
Well, I'm just saying if we can't find him, maybe a smoke signal of some sort would attract him.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely. And she says in Elven, she calls you Hammerhead, but in Elven.
I like the ring of whatever you said.
Yes, it's very blunt.
I think she might like you.
I know.
That is,
I have that effect on soldiers.
that might be actually too kind of a term, milady.
Okay.
Well, I'm attempting to be diplomatic,
Civil.
as it were.
You're like giggling along as you guys are laughing, like.
Yeah, Dirk is totally oblivious to the joke, so he's laughing along too, because otherwise it would be uncomfortable. Are we gonna go to the swamp then?
Because that wasn't. Calm down. We're still collecting data. So
Do you
far, we
think
know
it?
there's a thing? How's that helpful?
It has almost been like 24 hours since I punch or wrestle something.
It has actually been more than 24 hours.
Yeah.
You're pushing 48 at this point.
York's getting restless.
Excuse me, milady.
So unless you have
Is
some
there
avocado
perchance
oil.
someone in your employ who could
I'm crying out over here.
teach this dwarf a lesson in grappling?
While I would love to say yes, I'd hate to injure anyone in the employ of Lord Vashim. I believe you're probably under a fairly strict contract.
No, actually, that's the weirdest thing, milady. It's pretty vague.
Actually, it was very detailed.
I'm just. You told me he could get out of it, so that's vague.
Yeah, that was
Vague
what you
enough
thought.
for
Yeah.
vague enough for munch work.
Well, Listen, if you want me to teach these pups a lesson, I will. Otherwise, maybe we should get them moving.
Oh, we can't do that. We can't do that.
I
We
was
can't
going to
do
ask
that.
her if she thought it was advantageous for us to stay with her company for a while, or if it was a good idea for us to go check out the swamp to the west. In
Well,
her
I
personal
mean-
opinion.
You've been sent by Lord Vashim to investigate, and these happenings are happening outside of town. If anything happens inside of town, I will absolutely notify you. But basically, we'll spend some of the day. There's always some patrolling the town at night as well, and the rest of us we train on the other days and take a day off. There's about 2 patrolling per day, and yeah, it's
So apparently we're going hiking.
Indeed.
think that's probably where you gotta go.
We don't hike. We brisk walk. And we wouldn't want Yerk to hurt anyone here. So let's perhaps turn his attention to the wilds.
She gets very serious there, and she's like, remember, when you're inside my town, you are my responsibility, and I will take it seriously. And she like kind of leans in a little bit here. She's like, so don't be a problem.
I resist the urge to pat her.
Yeah, she would not like that.
Are any of the...
I'm going to hurry them out of the settlement.
Hold on.
Hold on.
No.
Are any of the 3 guys, like, training? Or any of them look my way?
Yeah, they're all kind of watching this conversation as they've taken a break and they're grabbing some water and such.
Don't do
Add
it.
a +1.
Oh, nat 20 on the intimidation. So show me how you roleplay this. So what's the
I catch them looking over my way. I open my shirt a little. I rub some oil, and I give a flex.
You're trying
Yeah,
to
you see-
intimidate them, not turn them on.
Hey, it scared me. I would not want to see that.
Oh
Pinch your
yeah.
nipple. Come on.
Hey, everybody likes something different, okay?
even the captain seems to take a step back at kind of the abruptness of you like ripping your shirt open. She's like, all right. Yes, take your fearsome self and solve the problems.
I just give a little wink, and I turn and walk off.
And on that, we should leave.
Remember what you saw here this day.
So we actually don't know, other than heading towards where they mine their resources, which is the swamp, correct? We don't really have a set idea which direction to wander, do we?
She
Well, we know
This
that-
would be awesome.
We were told west by the herbalist is where she
All right.
forages.
I don't know
I
if
think
you know, but I'm a bit of an expert when it comes to nature. I think I could guide us the right direction.
As
She would have
opposed
given
to
you
the
a little bit
ranger.
more of a description. She did say along some of the tributaries and such. So she could kind of give you a bit more
Sometimes,
of a
Yerk, I'm
description.
not proud that you're my brother, but then you do stuff like that with the oil.
Works every time.
Amazing.
We actually we have a ranger. Maybe she should go first.
Next,
She has a fox.
Interesting concept. Okay.
next time you should show them how you give your undercarriage a little. How's your father? You know.
So you want to give them a little taste first. You don't give away the whole thing all.
Oh, okay.
Keep them wanting.
Sure.
Oh boy.
So you're heading west, yes?
Sure.
Who
let's
wants to
do
lead
that.
the way?
I think
Well, I
Sue
will
does.
veto.
I can lead the way.
Munch will be at the end. I will be at the back.
And the two brothers are in the middle talking, and
About body parts and glistening oil and the best way to intimidate someone, apparently, for the first little while.
Many different way.
So as you head
Which-
out, someone needs to roll me a survival check to find your way, unless anyone has anything other lores they want to use.
I can definitely use survival.
I would like
I
to
have-
assist.
We're doomed.
Would
I will assist as well
Why?
Okay.
Why?
because I can.
Yurk assists.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, Munch, you don't assist, but you don't hinder.
Oh, wait. I think I have an ability for this.
Yeah?
I think I might.
Do you have a spell?
Guidance.
Oh, you
No,
want to
that's-
cast guidance? Get a +1 on this one?
Yeah.
If you do that, she will be immune to guidance for an hour.
That's okay. I'm like, before we head out on this,
Absolutely.
I put a little flask, put a little dab of a spirit on her forehead. You gotta bend down. Bend down! And,
She covers her cleavage.
I'll totally cast, oh, please, I'm a man of the cloth.
Mhm.
What cloth?
Exactly.
The loincloth.
The loincloth. Mm-hmm. Mm.
All right.
Clearly, I have
So you
to
do
hand
feel...
out. I have to hand out guidance more often.
So you do feel somehow inspired, and you do indeed. So with that'll make it a 17 on your survival check. So as you're heading west, you're not beelining it straight away, but you do feel like, yeah, you kind of like quickly kind of pick up a trail of a very small stream, just a little trickle over rocks. But as you start following it and it meanders through, it begins to pick up into a bit of a stream, actually. And you're able to kind of find yourself heading generally west, following this way. Feel free to put yourselves on the map.
Oh yeah, we're dead.
As you're approaching this way, you start to hear some crows.
How do you do that again?
You just,
Grab your name
Whoa.
and drop it.
Farley.
Off the character sheet?
On the side, so where your character is listed.
Where it says York Gravel Gut, just click and drag your name out onto the. There you go.
Yep.
Okay, wait. We're supposed to have some sort of order here, people.
Caw-caw.
Yeah, put yourselves on the map however you see fit.
Do you want us in a specific part of the map, or?
You're just heading west, so start on the east side,
Okay.
wherever you like.
Which is the east side?
On the
Dirk,
east
which side is east?
This
We're
is
going
east?
to go with the
Oh my
canonical
God.
North American standard that north is up.
Okay,
Okay.
east side. Here I am.
No, get
Oh.
over there.
Oh, wrong east.
Yeah, the other east. Okay, I will get here at the end here. Okay.
Maybe the yeast
Everyone's
side.
happy.
We can get some yeast and make some proper spirits.
Not your best work.
So as you're walking along, maybe you walk through the water a little bit.
The love.
You start to hear these crows, and they're heading in the direction that you are as well. You come to this area that's a bit more open. The ground is solid on either sides of the stream. There's a fallen tree, but one of the first things that you notice is that there's a number of holes in the ground here. They vary in size and shape and pattern, but there's holes all throughout the ground here. None in the stream that you can tell, but this is what you see. And you hear a lot of crows again, up in the trees and such. And you start to notice some of these bones that you've been heard about.
I would like to start investigating some of the holes.
Is that Munch
No,
making
absolutely.
an animal handling check or something?
No, that is Plush being a crow.
Dirk, is this like when you say I don't know my ass from a hole in the ground?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you
It's
make of these
exactly the same.
holes? What do you think,
Yeah,
Sue?
roll me perceptions. Roll me whatever you want to do.
Cry?
I mean, is that something I would like do a nature check on, or?
Sure. You could do a nature check on that.
I'm going to let other people explore the holes.
Ooh.
I'm going to use my warfare lore because I don't think I'll ever be. So I'm going to see if this has something to do with warfare.
Okay.
That's fair.
Maybe it's an ambush.
That's what I was thinking.
So,
It could be
Dirk,
pitch
with the 17 perception, you see that there is, there's holes everywhere. They seem to go down a fair ways, and some of them are significant in size. Some of them have kind of like, the entrances to them have kind of tumbled in a bit. They're not fortified or anything like that. They appear to be dug. There's loose rocks and debris around it. Sue has no idea who or how or what made these. No idea. And Yerk, you're thinking that this would be a wonderful kind of trap for cavalry with your warfare lore. This would be a spectacular way to break a horse's leg.
I was also thinking, I'd like to know if these look like they're naturally dug or handcrafted.
What does that
Yeah,
mean?
that with the warfare lore, you wouldn't know.
How about with crafting?
They look dug.
This would definitely be like either a perception or a nature for that one specifically.
Perfect.
Yeah. Wasn't a natural one, but you're not sure. No
I
idea.
know war. That's all.
We barely know that.
I'm gonna go over and smell one of the holes and taste the dirt around the entrance.
Okay.
And
Roll me perception.
As he tastes dirt,
Yeah.
I have a flashback.
Oh, come
This
here.
feels familiar.
Oh, my
Move yourself on the map too as you're doing all this investigating. Show me where you're tasting dirt. Where are you investigating?
Oh, yes. One moment. I will
I
show
checked
you
out
my
this
dirt,
one.
my dirt tasting spot. I'm going to go to the one closest to me. All right. Is that okay?
Can
Sure.
Can we see the bottom of the hole, or are they like really deep?
They go down like some of them go down a foot to 2 feet, and then they seem to turn. They seem much you get dirt in your eye as you're tasting this.
That sounds about right.
Munch.
What?
Not to
You
backseat
can
drive
count?
anyone, just don't forget that you got hero points.
That's true.
And I'm going to do that right now.
I think I might use one too. I'm gonna
Don't
use
say
one.
I don't ever give you anything.
Okay. We won't.
Okay, we
So I'm gonna re-roll that.
I will be re-rolling mine as well.
All right.
Yeah. Thank you for reminding us.
I got a whole 2 points.
Yeah, you're like
So,
with a
like,
10, you're like it could it's not a foxhole. You know it's not a foxhole with a 10. With a 25, Munch, you sit down and you taste this dirt, and it tastes like dirt.
And
There
I'm
doesn't-
listening because if there's
Yes.
some sort of like different creatures have different tastes, they different offensive and defensive methodologies. Correct?
Yes. So with a 25, you're not. Don't worry, I'll tell you more. With a 25, you're down there and you're tasting it. It tastes like dirt, but there's this decomposition smell that is not of like vegetation or like wet, marshy something. There's something else off, like something that smells kind of like carrion kind of smell.
Ah.
It's faint, but
I
it's
know that
coming
smell.
up. Yeah. And with a 25, I'm going to say that you also hear something within the hole, and it echoes and rocks up and down kind of through this hole. And you realize that it's echoing through what is now, you've realized, a tunnel.
Can't tell.
Why don't we
Excellent.
just roll me some initiatives as
Yeah,
you
I
realize
saw
that there's
this
something
coming.
inside this?
Yeah.
Initiative?
You are thank you very
Mhm.
much.
This is your fault, Munch.
Hey, I want to use my perception roll that I just made as my initiative. Is that fair?
I will allow it.
Thank you.
Initiative is under
Because
I just had a
you heard
good
it
roll
coming.
paying attention.
Initiative is under perception as well, right?
Yes, everyone should probably roll perception for their initiative. Again, in Pathfinder 2e, you can roll other skills, but no one said that they were stealthing or doing anything else. So it's just going to be your perception.
Do you? And I get a +2 to that because of a skill I have.
All right, perfect. Let me find the right people.
I don't know how to like make the skill go on to that.
Yes, if you click on your token and then roll your initiative, it autofills onto the initiative
shoot, I
tracker.
forgot to
However,
do
it's
that.
not a problem.
Do you want me to re-roll it? I can re-roll it.
I can autofill. That's not a problem. Okay.
I just meant that I didn't know. I
Well, I
also
can put a
didn't-
roll out there, and you can just change mine to whatever it should be.
Okay.
I didn't even see what I got on the first one.
On the first one, you got a 12. Your second one, you got an 19. So
No, I'll take the 12.
we're just gonna.
Oh, it'll even let me
Okay.
change it. There you go.
And so you get a +2 to yours, Yerk, correct?
Yep.
All right, so it's gonna be a 26.
Nice.
All right. So right now, though, all you know is that I'm assuming. Please feel free, Munch. Tell me, do you tell anyone that you hear these things? You hear something? You hear noises?
Do I have time to do anything?
Yeah, well, so we're in initiative order. You've rolled pretty high, but your companion has rolled higher. So if you don't tell them that you hear something, then they don't get to.
I yell, "Oh fuck!"
You
That's
realize that the crows have stopped crowing, and the thing that you hear is this.
Let me guess. Please don't let it. You want to get it?
Do you hear it?
Actually, the audio doesn't work for me anyway.
The audio doesn't
okay.
work for me either.
All right. Well, all right. To you hear the jingling, jangling, clacking, clicking kind of noise of something.
Like ants or
Santa Claus.
yeah.
I can put the link.
That's
I'll
it.
put the link in our channel, guys, for the sound. Hold on a second.
Oh, I did, but that's okay.
Did you? Okay.
I hear a whistle.
There now it's in roll 22. But yeah. Do you tell anyone? Is the question.
I just yelled, "Oh fuck!"
All right.
really loud. So they saw me down the hole eating things. I
Yeah.
look up and yell, "Oh fuck!" That's
Oh,
it.
great.
All right. Yerk,
That's
you
all the
heard.
warning they get.
You heard that. What is Yerk gonna do? You're at the top of the initiative.
I think I light my pipe.
Really?
Seriously?
I heard a noise sound like Christmas. I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'll start walking over towards Little Man over here.
Okay. So remember in Pathfinder, you have 3 action economy. To pull out a weapon is an action. To move is an action. To interact with anything, to pull anything out is an action. So do you want to pull out your weapon and walk?
Does he look concerned?
Very.
I pull out my axe. I move towards him and I punch myself in the junk.
The canonical
Here we
raging.
go. Yay.
All right.
That's
all.
just so wrong. I love it.
All right. Who has the higher initiative bonus, as we have a tie here between our half-elf and our goblin?
Well, I don't know.
Right back.
What's your modifier for your perception?
7.
Okay, and our half-elf?
What?
8. Okay. So our half-elf will go before our goblin. What does our half-elf wish to do as you
Well,
hear the goblin go?
Technically, that was my companion.
Oh, your companion goes on your initiative. You have the
Okay.
same initiative.
Okay, I rolled her separately for some reason because she has her own initiative.
Oh,
In
okay.
her
Then I
sheet.
will. Oh, yes. Okay, I see this now. All right, my apologies. Then, because sorry, it said 25 for you, so I assumed that was you. I will take your companion out of the initiative order. And
Sorry.
I will. No, that's all right. All right, what's our goblin gonna do?
Oh, okay, I think what I'm going to do is stand up. Well, get up from my crouch, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pull out a vial from my bag. I'm going to walk over and dump it into the dwarf barbarian's mouth.
All right. Does he allow it?
I say in dwarf, trust me, this will help.
I
Okay.
love how your accent changes for dwarf.
I would like to roll. Can I
Trust
roll
me,
a?
this will help.
Can I see if he's poisoning me?
You can say
Like an
no,
insight
and then he
check?
has to do like a grapple check to like do it.
No,
Are you
I'm
willing?
I'm looking for like an insight check here. If I think I believe him or not.
You're not sure.
First time in a few days I've tried to make you drink anything.
What's it smell like?
Not good.
Does it smell worse than the ale from the tavern we were just at?
It was mead.
Yes.
It was mead. Get it right.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Okay, I drink it.
Okay. Excellent.
All right. So what did you pour down his throat?
Juggernaut mutagen.
Okay.
After
God.
this, your body becomes thicker and sturdy, and you exhibit a healthy glow. Although you tend to feel a little more ponderous and even more stupid. You gain an item bonus to fortitude saves of +1, and you get 5 temporary hit points.
Okay, this sounds good. Do temporary hit points stack in Pathfinder?
Depends on what they're coming from.
So I
So
have
your
7.
rage is 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, your rage 1 should stack with this one.
Okay,
Yeah,
great.
these are fortitude.
I'm beefy boy now.
All
Whenever
right.
you're at maximum hit points for at least a minute, you will regain those hit points.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're at maximum for 6 rounds or 10 rounds, you will get to keep them.
But unfortunately, the thing only lasts a minute, but that's not my problem.
It's neither
All right. So that is your 3 actions. You pulled out a potion, poured it down his throat, and moved towards him.
Yep, I'm standing right beside him.
Spectacular. All right. So that is that. So as this is all happening, your goblin friend said, dropped an F-bomb, which you've never heard before, and then your dwarf pulled out his axe and got ready, and then the goblin poured something down his throat and said, this helps. And as this is happening, you hear these noises. Oh, let me get on the right layer. Of course, that's exactly when my mouse decided to kaput.
Yeah, he actually gets bigger and sturdier as well. Like he physically transforms a little bit.
You gave him like a Jekyll and Hyde
Yes.
potion.
Yeah, but a minor one. It's the lesser one.
All right. These things appear out of these holes.
No, I don't like this idea.
And we're just going to give ourselves some more fun music.
Show me
As-
what these are.
Snaking out of the ground, literally, comes these bone creatures, skulls with fangs on the top of them, hollow eyes, and their bodies
Excellent.
slither and undulate in ways unnatural to anything you've ever seen, even unnatural compared to snakes. They seem to
Excellent.
kind of pop up here. And then, let's see, how far can we go? I will put them officially on a square. Yeah.
Sorry,
This first one's gonna just.
Is there just one, or is that like a swarm of them?
There's 2 of them.
There's 2 of them on the map. One of them moves up here towards our ranger
Okay.
friend, and is going to swing away. Well, not swing. So one action, they pop out of the hole. A second action, it's going to move towards you. And with this last action, it is going to attempt to bite.
The fox. No, not the fox.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to attempt to bite the fox. It's just the nearest. I'm sorry, Claire. But as is canonical for GMs, I will demolish your animal companion.
Okay.
Does... Oh, no! All right. Does a 10 hit?
That's a good question. Hold, please. Your call is important to us.
I'm like 90% sure that is not going to be a hit on your companion animal.
It does not hit. No.
Yes. Not a fumble though, right?
No.
All right. So that
Not
is
10
going to be that one. This
Claire
one.
barks back.
This one is going to do so. This other one up north here is going to start to sway.
Yeah.
And kind of writhe on the side, and its bones seem to click and clack together in a way that's kind of musical. So it's going to do something called a dance of death. It's going to need you all to please roll a will save, as it is very enchanting with its movements.
With its
I have a
undulation.
feeling I'm not good at that.
Sorry, what kind of save? A will save?
A will save.
Oh. I'm assuming my puppy has to do this too.
Yes, as your fox does indeed have any creature. Again, not to backseat drive, but you have 2 hero points.
I have 1
Doc,
left.
we have the same number.
Yes.
I rolled okay.
I'm gonna use my last hero point.
Yes.
I'm not sure how
Okay.
what DCs are like in this game, but I'm pretty confident that I'm okay on this one.
I'm pretty
Okay,
confident that when I roll something that comes up a red number, it's bad.
Yes. When you roll a nat 1, even if you would have passed with your bonuses, it goes down 1 on the
But you use the hero point.
success rate. Yes. So
I did.
Yerk succeeds, Munch succeeds, Dirk succeeds, Claire succeeds. However, unfortunately, Sue, you fail. No one fumbles, and no one has critically succeeded. So, on a success, you're unnerved by the swaying and become flat-footed until the end of its next turn. And unfortunately, Sue, you are distracted, and you become stunned 1. After you recover, you are flat-footed until the end of your next turn. So you are stunned 1 for this round. All right? Okay. But it took all of its actions as you guys do all that. So it is indeed Sue's turn. Sue, you are stunned. We are going to learn stun together, I'm assuming. Stunned, you become senseless. You can't act while stunned. Stunned usually includes value, so 1. So for 1 round, each time you regain an action, so you become someone you can't act while stunned. So that's reduces the number. It reduces the number you regain by stunned value, then reduces the number. Yeah, I'm always get stunned and slowed mixed up. My apologies. Yeah. So you're stunned 1. You lose 1 action. So you get 2, but you will be flat-footed. All right. What do you wish to do with your turn?
Okay, so I have 2 actions instead of 3.
Yes.
All right. I'm going to draw my bow.
Mm-hmm.
And shoot at this one that just danced for us. I think I have a longbow range. I do have a longbow.
Then you do have that kind of range. That is going to be 90 feet away.
Okay.
Okay, a 29 will indeed hit. In fact, that is going to be a crit. So just let me pull a crit card here.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So it's going to be arrows. It's going to be piercing. As the bow, critical specialization effect. If this is a melee weapon, it doesn't matter. The attack already has the effect. The athletics check. Needle. Sorry, I don't understand that one. So I'm just gonna pull again because I'm the GM. Oh, the target becomes slowed 1 until its next turn. Your arrow shoots and pins its kind of bony, gnarly tail a little bit, and it becomes slowed 1 as your arrow has kind of pinned it. And roll me your double damage.
So I did
Ooh.
the damage.
Yep, but we're going to times that by 2, so that's going to be 10 piercing damage. Or did you? Yeah, you didn't roll critical damage.
I rolled the first one as the regular damage, and then I hit that button that says roll critical.
Oh, okay.
So
No,
I
you
think
did.
it's
You rolled a
7
nat
total?
1.
Yeah, I rolled a nat 1 on my critical damage.
All right. So what you do is you roll once and then you times it by 2.
Okay.
All right. Okay. All right. That's your 2 actions. You are now flat-footed, along with all of your companions. Dirk,
Because I have.
Oh.
Just a question. Because I do have quick draw as one of my feats. Do I actually get 2 shots?
Oh, you have quick draw as a feat? Then yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you draw a weapon and attack with the same motion. Yep. You can do that. That's not a problem. I did not know you had quick draw.
But this
Remember
one
to
is
take
at
yours.
-5.
Yes, you will take your second attack, your multi-attack penalty on your second one.
Woohoo!
Right.
learned.
So
I learned
Okay.
that probably will not hit.
Not only will it not hit, it will be a fumble.
Oh no!
All things in balance.
Oh, okay. Well, it says wide open. You are flat-footed until the end of your next turn, which doesn't matter because you're flat-footed anyways until the end of your next
I was
turn.
already going to be that anyway.
There you go. So glad you took the quick draw feat, right?
Yes.
All right. But your first volley went off very well, and you see the thing writhing and twitching as your arrow has kind of pinned it. What is Dirk doing?
Dirk is going to ready his shield.
All right. So you're gonna raise your shield.
I'm gonna raise my shield.
What else?
I'm going to cast Forbidding Ward on Claire. So Claire's armor class goes up by 1.
Okay.
And
So you
I'm
ward an
naming-
ally against the attacks. So who are you warding?
I'm warding Claire from this creature that's right beside it.
Okay. All right. So you're warding just the fox.
I think that's all I can do. Yeah, it says you ward an ally against the attack, so I'm going to choose Claire as my ally, and the target ally gets +1 armor class and saving throw against a target enemy's attacks. So I'll name that creature that's attacking her, and yeah.
Spectacular. What do you call the creature, just for curiosity?
What do I call the bone creature?
Yeah. When you're like,
You're asking for trouble.
you said you named it.
I did.
The Serpent of Bone. The Bone Serpent? Yeah. That's not.
I was gonna call it a bone snake, so I'm gonna go with that.
There you go.
Oh, okay. Okay, bone snake. Perfect. All right.
Pretty tame.
Your animal
Trademark.
companion has warding against the bone snake.
And that's
What is our girthier dwarf gonna do? Our raging girthy dwarf.
You did drink a potion.
If it lasts more than 6 hours, you should see a doctor.
This is too easy. I just
Yes.
I move over to the wiggle bone.
Okay, I want to change my name.
You win.
I like Wigglebone.
And I will hit it with my retribution axe.
Oh,
All right.
before he takes his turn, sorry, the Juggernaut Mutagen also has a drawback.
Mhm.
Good to
It
tell me
lowers-
now.
Yeah, it lowers his initiative roll by 2, as well as his will saves and perception checks.
Only if he rolled initiative after
After,
or before
yeah,
you gave it to him.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay.
And
So
wisdom checks, he takes a penalty and perception.
yes. Yeah, but so far we've only had a will. So a 25 will indeed hit. It will not crit though. So you do tell me about this slashing damage that you do to this creature with your axe.
As I run in, I give it like a style swing, and I hit it from beneath, and I try to knock it into the air. And then I'm going to bring the axe down on it on the way back down.
Okay. So
I've-
you
I've
hit
seen
with
this
your
move before.
axe.
Yeah, it's a good move.
So you hit this thing with your axe, and it definitely does hit. You hear kind of bones crunch and slice and such. Your second attack, though, you unfortunately do not hit, which is too bad because you rolled max damage.
That is fair.
Oh,
All right.
I'm pleased with myself anyway.
add more grease. Add more oil.
My hands are a little slippery from the rubbing of the chesticles.
So you moved up and you attacked twice. So that is you as you're raging. What is our goblin friend going to do now?
Well, I don't know how bad this is going to get, so I'm just going to hold out here for a second.
Do you wish to hold your action and move down the initiative order?
Is delay still a thing?
Yeah, so holding your action, you move down. You don't spend any of your actions. You get to go at another point in initiative. You just can't interrupt someone else's turn.
No,
like
I
if
can
you
go
ready the
immediately
action.
after. Yeah,
Sure.
I can go.
You tell me when
immediately
you want to go.
after. You know what? I for the moment I will delay and see how this goes.
All right. So you're going to
I'm gonna stand there
delay.
with bottles in my hand, looking around.
All right. This creature has just been hit by our dwarf friend here. So it's going to attempt to bite you. All right. First action, bite.
I probably deserve this.
A 24 to hit.
Certainly
Yeah.
does.
Okay. You're going to get 5 piercing
Oh.
damage. And then
Necrophagitic paralysis.
yeah. So I'm just gonna need a fortitude save
His
from you,
Didic?
please.
What?
Oh, unfortunately, that is a fail. So a living creature
Hero
bitten by
point. Hero
this.
point. Hero
needs-
point.
Hold on, I wasn't even going to let her read that.
He also gets
No,
a
go.
+1 to his fortitude.
Okay,
Rolls.
it was an 18, now 20.
With a +1, you succeed.
Whoa!
You're welcome.
So as this thing bites you, you feel this venom going into your veins, but something about the adrenaline just overrides it, and you feel something, but it does not seem to affect you. So that is
Been bit by a
the
horse
first attack.
Oh yeah, that's right. Great.
Its second attack is going to be against you as well, a 22.
Is that with the? Does it take a -5? Or?
Yep, it's taken. You'll see it says attack number 2. So
Oh.
I rolled
Yes,
a
that
19 or an 18. Okay. So you are going to take 1 point of piercing damage and roll me another fortitude save, please, as it attempts to.
Sorry, what was its total to hit?
22.
22.
Okay, yeah, it hits. Okay. Oy vey.
Oh,
No, that's not good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna hero
No.
point that again.
okay.
20.
Oh my goodness. So with the +1, again, you save against this bite. All right. Its
Pop out
third
those
attack is
chesticles.
going to. Actually, not its third attack. It is going to move down into this hole in the ground and disappear.
Now, Does he have attack of opportunity on this?
Do you have an attack of opportunity?
If it's
I
an
don't believe
ability
so.
I need to have, then no.
Yes, it's a feat you would likely have to take. Only fighters get it at first level for free in Pathfinder 2e.
I do not
So
have.
that. All right. This other one dives down into a hole as well, and it is going to move. All right. It disappears for a second.
Like gophers.
It's like whack-a-mole, but way worse.
Yeah, prepare for the Wiggle
Yeah.
Bones arrival.
Oh
You like,
God.
You like the wiggle bone? You like that?
I love
Prepare
that.
for your wiggle bone. Yes. Fear
The wiggle bones
paralysis of
flanked
the
me.
wiggle bone.
How about
It
you,
is
sir?
going to. Oh, so hard. I'm just trying to decide. Yep, there's no good way to do this. All right, it's going to spend it is going to spend how many actions? It can't get. Oh, you're also far away. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, it is going to spend its actions and then it's going to pop up here. That is going to be it. Munch, are you going?
Nobody's extra hurt. Is it my go normally?
No, you held. So I'm asking if
Yeah.
you're wanting to go.
No, I'm still not entirely sure what the best use of my things are.
All
Don't wanna
right.
give
What
too
does
much
our
away.
then our ranger's turn? What does our ranger want to do?
This is the
Well,
last
now I'm
round.
flat-footed, right?
Yes. So was everyone else is no longer flat-footed, but you were last turn. But it doesn't matter because I still hit our dwarf friend. So flat-footed just lowers your AC.
Okay. So I am going to shoot at my dancy, snaky friend
Okay.
again.
All right. Shoot away.
Keep
Shooting
firing.
away. Keep firing!
a-holes.
Okay. 25 will hit, and you do 8 piercing damage.
Okay. And we'll go fire number 2. Why not?
Number 2 will be a miss.
Okay.
What are you gonna do with your last action?
Last action, I think I'm gonna move up
Okay.
here.
All right.
Is
That is going to be you then.
What about Claire?
You haven't commanded Claire. Now, does Claire have the mature animal companion? Did you take that feat?
Not yet, no.
Okay.
I don't think
So then,
so.
Okay, so you have to command your
Hold on.
pet then. Is that the case?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, you have to spend 1
Yes,
action
I
to
have-
command your animal, and they get 2 actions if you do that.
Yeah, I have companions cry, but mature animal companions not till like 6th level, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
So
All right. Does
she's
Munch want
okay
to
where
go?
she is.
Or is Dirk gonna go?
Oh, just let Dirk go. I might just stand here for 6 seconds. We'll find out.
All right.
Okay.
Dirk, what do you want to do?
Okay, so if I want to continue to have my shield in play, I have to use a shield action again this turn, is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Raise your shield again.
Sure, I'll do that, and then I'm gonna Divine Lance that one. You can see.
Okay.
It looks like I can do Divine Lance twice.
Divine Lance, is that not a 2 action?
No. Oh, it is a 2 action. Why does it have number 2, number 3 there then?
That's because it has an attack trait. So if you did another attack, so say you swung
okay.
your sword
So
or
if I
something,
did
that's
the-
your first attack.
Oh, okay. I see. So I'm gonna Divine Lance it then.
All right.
I'm gonna keep my shield up and then Divine Lance.
So it does say you release a beam of divine energy, and you do have someone in front of you, so they would get a bonus to their AC. I'm just saying. I mean, you're shooting around your companion, so they're going to get a plus to their
Sure,
AC.
I'll do it
all.
anyways. I'll do it anyways. That's fine.
All right.
That's what I
Some
said.
slight cover. That's all.
So
Sorry,
that's okay.
didn't think about that.
13 is not going to hit. In fact, it was nearly a fumble, but not quite.
Not quite. Okay. Well, I'll accept my miss.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna go.
All right.
Yeah, see you
My
later.
turn anyway.
Oh,
I'm gonna go. See ya.
All right. Go for it, Munch.
5, 10, 15.
Get up
20,
here, Munch.
25.
Have at ye.
So I'm gonna move. On the way, I'm going to make a bomb with quick alchemy,
Yep.
and then I'm gonna I'm making a tanglefoot bomb, and I'm gonna throw it on right in.
Absolute. Throw away.
At least that's the plan. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Let's see how this works. Oh, what the heck do I have to roll on though? I do have a range strike bomb written here. Let's try that.
Nice.
23 will hit.
Ta-da!
And it's a tanglefoot bag
Yes.
as such. So
Tanglefoot bag lesser, yes?
it only has lesser.
Okay. So I take a -10 penalty to my movement for 1 minute unless I escape it.
It wasn't a critical hit, so
No.
Is there
All right.
additional? Does the thing do more if you crit? Like, does it?
yeah, I can immobilize it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not just
All
slow
right.
it. It makes it so it can't go nowhere, which
Yeah.
is what I was hoping for.
So you moved, made your bomb, and
Yeah,
threw
I'm
it.
done.
So that is going to be your 3 actions.
Yes,
What is
Mom.
Yurt gonna do?
I'm gonna try something different. So I'm gonna move 20 because that would be my movement, and then I'm going to throw 2 javelins at it.
Okay, so you're gonna have to pull out the javelins to do that, as
Oh,
you
okay,
had your axe in hand.
That's a good point. I'll just move right to it, and so 2 movements, and then I'll attack once.
All right.
Makes more
Yeah.
sense.
I love this 3 action economy. I really do. Well, there's just
Oh,
no.
Look at that damage.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
That
it's not a
crit damage
critical
is
hit.
really nice,
I
but
must
unfortunately, you didn't even hit it. Unfortunately,
Did you fumble?
no, not a fumble. It's just a miss. Are we keeping it for no particular reason?
I'm out of hero points, so
Oh, all right, all right.
Yeah, he's used.
So you
to
move
already.
up and you swing, and this creature is just too kind of wiggly and lithe.
wiggle bone.
So
Wiggle bones.
this creature is going to pop up here, as it is his turn. So he is going to move. Let's just be fair. Let's see who we attack first.
There! It's coming right for us.
All right. Unfortunately, the odds were in Munch's favor, so the evens hit Dirk here. So Dirk, let me know if a 17 hits.
No, with my shield I have 20.
Nice. All right. So you do not get hit with that one. Second attack is going to be against Munch. Oh, a 9. I'm assuming that's a miss.
Yeah.
Is it a
Mine
fumble?
Is 21.
It is a fumble then.
21, so 11 would be a fumble.
Yes. My only rule, though, is that unfortunately only named creatures pull crit and fumble cards. So
We
I
did.
will not be pulling.
We named it.
Wiggle bone.
We called it a wiggle bone.
We did.
You did call it a wiggle bone. Well,
I understand your.
It's a jiggly
I'm
bone.
just I'm just being pedantic. That's fine.
So it bit its tongue and takes 1 persistent bleed damage. Except there's something weird about the fact that it has no flesh and thus doesn't seem
No
to be able to
tongue.
bleed.
Has no tongue.
Mm.
It's got a
So,
bone
all right.
tongue.
So that is that guy. This guy is going to just bite against Yerk. Yerk, let me know if a 27 hits.
Yeah.
Just roll me a fortitude save here.
You'd think I'd be good at that by now.
Yeah, you got a +1.
Huh? 23.
There you go. It continues to just like the adrenaline running through you as you are raging and you have your juggernaut mutagen.
Yeah, I'm gonna say professionally, I have to say it's the mutagen. It's just
Of course.
It is going to attempt to bite you again as you were right there.
Maybe he's born with it.
15.
Maybe it's mutagen.
yeah. Maybe he's born with it.
It misses with a 15, and then it is going to disappear down these holes again.
But it's slowed, right?
Yes, by 10 feet.
Excellent.
Maybe it's me.
All right.
Give us a breather. Is everybody okay still?
Super.
Thanks for asking.
What is our ranger friend going to do?
Ah. Well, there's one over here, Bill.
Mhm.
So I guess I will turn and shoot at that.
Careful.
All right. You do have a clear line of sight, just barely.
Pew. Pew.
Pew pew.
Pew pew.
Are you strictly a ranged fighter?
Oh, I have some non-ranged weapons too.
Because I
Okay.
have an elixir for that.
I have a potion for that.
A 21 will, or 20 will hit, and you do 4 piercing damage. What else do you want to do?
I'll take a second shot. They haven't been good to me, but we'll try.
Okay.
That didn't sound good.
An 11 will be a miss, not a fumble. Want to take one more?
Shot 3.
Or remember, you do have your animal companion. You can use it
That's
your last
true.
action to command.
I will command my animal companion
Okay, what do you command them to
to bite.
do? All right. So Claire needs to move up 1 action to move up.
Chopper.
Yep.
An action bite.
Sick balls.
And then she will
So-
use her jaws.
Perfect. So Dirk and Claire are now flanking, so they are flat-footed to Dirk and Claire.
Very nice.
Ha
Are you going
I
to
feel
go?
like that that should be celebrated with a drink.
Everything should. be.
Nice.
I'm thinking that'll hit.
That will indeed hit, and 7 piercing damage to this creature as your fox bites into the bone. Very kind of, I know fox aren't related to dogs that closely, but it seems to work out pretty
Foxy
well for
lady.
Claire.
So Claire also has a support benefit that until the start of my next turn, my strikes that damage creatures my wolf threatens give the
Fox.
target a negative, well, in this case fox, yes, negative 5-foot status penalty if its speed for 1 minute.
Oh, nice.
Oh, can you click that so it pops up in the chat? And then, awesome.
It slows it
There's
down.
Spectacular.
no tendons.
All right. Dirk, you see Claire rush up and start harrying this creature and takes a big bite out of them. You know that this creature is now kind of distracted. You two of you are both within melee. You have a weapon out, yes?
I have I haven't drawn my rapier yet. I just have my
okay.
my
Rapier.
shield. My shield and
Theoretically, a shield
fist.
can be used for
That's
attack,
right.
so I'll say that you're still flanking.
Okay.
Bludgeoning damage and all.
Mhm.
Is it my turn?
It is your turn, yes.
So I'm going to draw my rapier
All right.
as an action, I assume.
Yep. Because
And it-
unless you have quick draw.
Nope, I do not. And then I'll have at E.
Yo, wiggle.
Okay.
bone.
26 will hit, and you do 4 piercing damage to it.
Nice.
You have one action left. What do you want to do?
I'm going to attack again.
Ooh, no shield raising. That's gonna be a fumble.
Well, I'm going to spend one of my hero points then.
Oh, okay.
Well, you might have it
Oh,
again.
that's still gonna be a fumble.
Oh no!
Get me a drink.
Wait. Let me do math. No, because you are flanking, because it is flat-footed, it is not another fumble.
Ah. Ah.
Yay!
Alright.
The fox helped.
Oh,
Groovy.
I want to
Groovy, baby.
After you
Groovy.
asked that.
What is Munch going to do?
First of all, he thinks strongly about giving him a drink.
I feel like Dirk would drink anything without asking.
I need a drink.
Am I?
Hit me with that thickener.
If I move to here, if I step to here, can I still attack the critter?
Yep.
I'm still
The wiggle bone?
Diagonal is still adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wigglebone is
So-
canon now.
So I'm not
Yes.
sure if it has attacks of opportunity. So I will step to here, not stride,
All right.
and then I will draw my dog slicer
Mm-hmm.
and attempt to hit it.
Ooh, a 24 will indeed hit, and you do 3 slashing damage to it.
Yeah, I don't do much damage, but I hit a lot.
All right.
And then
Every
I
little
ask,
bit.
Sue, you want some help with that? You're shooting? hurts It hurts a bit.
It hurts a bit.
Ow. I'll pass for now.
Okay.
I don't like pain.
Pain.
He's been forthright. It
Lots of
hurts a bit.
pain.
All right, we are at the top of round 4. Yerk, what are you going to do? The quarry you were swinging away at has disappeared.
I'd like to do something weird.
Of course you would.
So normal.
I'm going to go down the hole and try to grab it and bring it back out.
Oh no.
Okay. You want to go down?
On the wiggle bone.
Huzzah!
You're going down on the wigglebone. Go get it.
And I want to try to grab it and bring it out of the hole and smash it on.
Yeah, you do. Smash or pass.
All right, roll. Okay, so there's gonna be a movement. Trying to decide if you need to make an action to track this thing. So you're going down into the hole.
Sure.
Okay. So that's gonna be one action to move, one action for to track this thing. Because as you jump down into this hole, you realize that it's a tunnel system. It goes left, right, north, south. It goes in all directions. So roll me.
I figured it was slowed, so it probably didn't get too far.
Perception or survival to track or hear this thing.
Equally terrible at both. Oh, well, perception's way better.
17. Okay. You are now canonically underground. I'm just going to put you on the GM layer, and you are heading in this general direction. You have dark vision, so we know that. So,
There goes the
actually,
barbarian.
no, sorry, you've got dark vision. So you are underground. You don't have to roll perception as you did see this thing. It is right here in front of you, underground.
Get it.
I would like to grapple it.
You'd like to grapple it, okay?
Chopper.
And if I have enough action, I'd like to put a little oil on first.
So you spent one action to move, is what we're gonna say, and with your dark vision, you didn't have to look for it.
One action to
Action,
oil.
oil.
One action to oil up.
Yeah.
I'll accept that. Action 3,
Last-
I like to jump on and hug it.
Okay. So you're going to grapple.
What
Okay.
what could go wrong?
God, I love you, Ryan.
So a grapple, you have at least
You are
one free
so
hand, which
broken.
you do.
I'm guessing I probably left my axe up top. I'm guessing my axe probably didn't fit in this hole.
No, you can take it with you. As this creature is a medium-sized creature and it's able to fit. You have at least one free hand, and so you attempt to grab the creature with your free hand. Attempt an athletics check against my fortitude DC. So remember, DCs means the trait plus 10. So my fortitude.
Eat that, wiggle worm.
All right, you succeed. You almost critically succeeded. So the target is grabbed until the end of your next turn, unless you move or your target escapes. So I am now grabbed. I cannot move. I'm gonna just stick. This creature is underground right here. You can see it. It did not get very far. That is it. It is grabbed now too. Let me just stick that little icon on. What's a good grabbed icon? There we go. Okay.
Net.
So canonically moved, oiled, grabbed. I almost feel like the oiled should make it easier to escape.
It's sticky oil.
It's not a
You do what you
Sticky
gotta
oil.
do.
Oh my god. You're just like sticky oil. It's honey. You just covered yourself
It's
in
tacky.
honey, and
It's
now
tacky.
Actually, it's avocado oil. It's been established.
a little sticky.
That is canon. You're absolutely right.
all right. Yeah, you're gonna come up looking like you've lived in the mines, but you do indeed have this creature grabbed.
And they called it a mine.
All right.
All right, this
That was-
guy's gonna
that
go
was
next.
awesome.
He is going to move, and then he is going to bite Claire first. Claire and Dirk, you don't get attacks of opportunity, correct?
No.
Nope.
All right, first bite against Claire, 13. That's going to be a miss, correct?
That's miss. Yep.
Second bite is going to be against Dirk. A 19 against Dirk. Dirk, you didn't raise your shield last time.
No, so that hit.
All right, just roll me a fortitude. See if you can out fortitude your brother.
That's what I live for.
Oh,
Nice.
apparently with a 28,
Or
you succeed. You do not critically succeed, though. So that is going to be my creature as he stepped and attacked twice. This creature is grabbed. He is going to attempt an escape action. So his escape, he is going to make an attack against your athletics, against your, I always get this one mixed up. The DC of the effect. So what is your athletics DC?
10. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so
My DC.
so
So what is
DC
my-
always means the trait plus 10.
Oh, so 20.
Okay, so I have to make I don't have an athletic, so I'm gonna make an unarmed attack against this. This isn't gonna do damage, but this is just to escape. I fail. All right. It is going to attempt a second time.
I'm kind of glad
I
I
fail
can't
again.
watch this.
Yeah, this is all happening underground. You hear this like wrestling, grunting, clacking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underground, you hear, where do you think you go, Wigglebone?
It is slowed. It is grabbed. It is not happy. It is going to just spend its last action to attack you as you are the one who has grabbed it. That is going to absolutely be a fumble. All right, perfect. This is a very happy, not happy creature. I want to say its name, but I won't. What is our ranger going to do? As our dude becomes clumsy with his fumble.
I am going to continue to shoot at the one I can see.
All right. Shoot away.
Shooting away.
Did I take damage from that bite, by the way?
Yes, you did. You took
Yeah, I think
Apologies.
we missed saying that.
1. A whopping 1 damage
Well,
from its
you
bite.
know.
Yes.
But does he have to roll now for the necrophidic paralysis?
He did.
Oh, he
rolled.
did.
He rolled 28.
28.
Sometimes you
So-
have fortitude.
All right. So
drugs.
a 27
I can
will
help you
hit
with
this
that.
creature, and you do 3 piercing damage to it with your arrow.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
What else
And
do you want to do?
I will actually use my other 2 actions to use Companion's Cry to give
Okay.
Claire extra action.
Absolutely. Yes. All right.
Oop, that was the wrong one.
Perfect. So you spend 2 actions, your animal companion instead of 1, and they get to do extra actions. So what do you tell Claire to do?
Continue to bite.
All right.
Because that's really all she can do.
She
So-
could
Claire
flank.
gets 3 actions.
You can tell her to flank.
I can. So yeah,
Yep.
I'll tell her to move and attack. So I'll get her back over here.
Spectacular.
So that's 1 action, and
Mhm.
she can bite twice. So we'll go
She
1,
can.
submit.
24 will
Woohoo!
hit, yes, with the flanking too. So perfect. All right. This thing is its bones are starting to crack and chip. You see like things that look like rib bones and such falling off.
Good.
23 will indeed hit, and 8 piercing. Please describe to me how Claire takes out this creature.
Yay!
Ooh. So with her second jaw attack, she cracks right through the middle of its ribs and tears it in half. With good
Nice.
shake,
Is it one of those head
like a
shakes?
dog with
Yeah.
a chew toy. Grrr.
Yeah,
That was exactly what I imagined. Yeah. Awesome.
Dirk,
So with that
Dirk
shake,
is
the last of
visibly
its
shaken by that violence.
So as that happens, the last of the kind of the bones kind of like fall and crumble and like disassemble into this pile on the ground, kind of like click, 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 click. However, underground, you still hear a cacophony of things happening down there.
Of grunting
what-
and clacking.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dirk,
I was born
you
in the
don't
darkness.
see Yerk.
Oh no!
You hear Yerk wrestling something. Is it when the hole is a rocking, don't come a knocking, or how do you feel?
Uncomfortable.
That's
Can I
excellent.
like walk over there and just look down the hole and see if I can see anything?
Yep. So you're gonna spend an action to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm looking down the hole.
All right. Yeah, you see you have dark vision as well. We know that. So you see your brother Slick with avocado oil grappling this bone creature as it attempts to gnaw on him.
I'm
Grappling the bone snake.
Oh, hey, look.
I'm gonna I'm not sure these are undead, but I'm gonna give it a go. So I'm gonna cast heal on the wiggle bone.
Okay.
Which it says harms undead.
How many actions?
Well, my last 2.
Okay, 2 action heal. All right.
Yeah.
Well, what if you
So-
heal it?
With a 2 action heal, you get 30 feet and an extra 8 points.
Yeah.
So you got to roll still for that.
Okay. Is there somewhere where I click?
So it's
on that?
1d8.
Or do I just roll the d8?
Yeah, roll your d8 and I will roll my fortitude.
I think I have a feat for this. I have healing hands, so your positive energy is even more vibrant. When you cast heal, roll d10s instead of d8s.
Oh, perfect. All right, so roll a d10,
So
and I will also roll
Am I
a.
rolling 1 or
so
2?
it's-
I'm rolling 2, right? For 2 actions?
No.
No, you roll 1 and you add 8 to it.
Oh, okay.
It also increases your burst. So, all right. So it's going to be 13 damage. I'm going to roll a fortitude save. Remember, on basic, a success, I will take half damage. A failure, I take full damage. Crit, none. Fumble, double.
Okay.
So, All right, a fortitude. Oh, I fumbled that. Oh my god. So that is going to be 26 points of damage. Do describe to me, please, how you take out this creature that your brother is grappling
It
as
was
well.
undead. Nice.
I'm going to hold my my drinking horn up to Cade and Kalian, and then with my then I open my mouth, almost like vomiting after too much to drink. Just a beam of light down into the hole out of my mouth, covering my brother and the creature in divine upchuck.
You better remember this.
shattering the
You're gonna
bone
have to-
creature around him.
Puke on everyone to heal him later.
Oh, God.
Son of a bitch.
When
That
the
was
goblin's
the
not the
feat that I thought would
grossest.
never be useful. Damn.
That's a first. Divine upchuck. All right.
He couldn't handle the wiggle bone. It made him throw up.
And afterwards, there's
And
just
we
a little
broke-
bit of
we broke
a little
Jazzy.
bit of a dry. Oh,
At the back of his throat. It was just horrible.
You are out of initiative order with a divine upchuck as the last of it leaves you, and this creature like falls apart in front of you.
Is everybody
Um,
okay?
I like to use my quick jump feet to come flying out of the hole, land on the ground, and just start pummeling this thing, not realizing it's already.
Absolutely, yeah. And you are raging, so canonically you're quite upset about it.
I like it.
Is everybody okay?
Huh? Oh, it's dead. Okay.
Everyone?
I'm
Everyone's
good.
Good? Claire, sweetie, you good? Claire?
Blessings upon you all.
So as you do this, you hear the crows that you hadn't heard for a while that got quiet suddenly start taking off from around the trees. You hear them just taking off in.
Oh,
You hear them just taking off into the sky as these bones settle in front of you. You realize that these creatures, does anyone want to roll on them? Does anyone want to know what they were?
sure.
I-
Sure.
I
What do we
do.
got going on here?
What kind of roll are we making?
Nothing
Yeah,
good for
so
me.
maybe Arcana, maybe crafting.
Yeah, they don't get that
If they're
either.
undead, could I roll religion?
You could roll religion, yeah.
I can't see how crafting's going to help.
Oh, that was great.
I appreciate
That was a nat
but-
one.
Yeah, you know what? I have a hero point, and since we're almost done here tonight, I'm just gonna.
I was gonna ask.
I'm gonna spend it. Throw it to the wind, and there we go.
All right,
Try-
nat 20.
Try nature.
You're not
Let's see
nat
what
20,
nature
dirty
does.
20.
Yep, dirty 20.
Let's see
All
what
right.
nature does for me.
Yeah, no idea with the nature.
Yeah, wait, I
Um,
still have the hero points.
You want to spend them?
Sure, why the hell not?
Spend them if you got them.
There
Okay.
you go.
So with an 18, with the nature check, you're looking at this creature and you're realizing that the bones that it's made up of are from various creatures. You see that the rib bones aren't all the same size or shape, and that they appear to have come from different creatures. And as the bones get smaller, you see some vermin bones, some bird bones, large mammal bones,
Neat.
and you realize that some of them have like tool marks on them. With our cleric with your 20, you realize that these are necrophidius. They are undead constructs. They are necrotic, like necromancy,
Yeah.
and that they are crafted They are not. They're yes, they're constructed. They are not something naturally occurring or that could be raised or called from another plane. They are created, and that is what you know.
I'm going to put some of the bones in the bag of holding, the ones that have the most obvious tool marks on them.
Absolutely. You can do that.
For reasons.
For reasons.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Can I do a crafting roll to see if I could put this back together again?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now that we know that.
Sure.
Do you have all the king's horses and all the king's men?
So, Munch,
But
with
I
a
did get
29,
29.
with a 29, you feel like you could rearticulate it, but you know that you don't have the skills required to animate it. But you could rearticulate it. Absolutely.
I'll learn.
It would be like a jigsaw puzzle for you. Yerk, with a 17, you're thinking this is also something that you could maybe articulate over time, but also you don't have this, like more skill would be required. Yeah. So as all this is happening, you guys are investigating this and looking around a bit. You hear rustling in the woods a little bit. And out. Does anyone want to roll me a perception?
Yeah, sure. What's the worst that could happen?
Okay. All right.
You got three
So
of
I
them
have.
real quick.
So Yerk just Yerk. You see a little green face. Our ranger as well sees a little green face sticking out from the bush, like a little goblin face, and then it disappears, and then you hear some more rustling, and then you hear sorry.
I found them. I told you I'd find them. It wasn't really hard to find them. I found them though. This way.
And then out from the bush pops a little goblin, and just behind him a halfling. And that is where we will leave it this time, as these two people have just popped out of the bush, seemingly just after the battle. And that's where we'll pick it up next week.
Awesome.
There's a munch
Okay.
in your-
There's a what?
There's a munch in your bush.
Oh, not again. Not touching that, Ryan. Too easy.
Nope.
Low
Nope.
hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit.
Little goblin in the bushes.
Yes. Well, listen. Remember to check out our sponsor, CanadianDice.ca. Use the code OMRD for a 10% discount on checkout. We will be back next Tuesday with more Pathfinder, and we'll be playing some D&D this coming Sunday as well. And this Sunday we will have the dice giveaway for Cystic Fibrosis Awareness Month. So we're gonna do a raid. Stick around for that. It gets you some bonus points. I'm gonna maybe we can figure out if people can spend some of their points on hero points. We'll see. Maybe we can do that. I had a couple people send me messages going, I want to spend my points, but we'll figure something out. We'll see. Anyways, good game, everybody. We're gonna raid. Let's see here. We're gonna raid Nerd Hulla, who looks like they're playing some Dungeons and Dragons.
Are we doing Stars and Wishes this week?
Oh yeah, are we doing Stars and Wishes this week?
Oh, yes, absolutely. Sorry, I didn't know if we wanted
Let's
to
not
because
jump
we
the
did run
gun.
over time.
Let's touch up the gun.
That is entirely up to you.
I think I'm okay to do that if anybody else would like. If someone has to go though, just holler. Are we all good?
Nope.
Oh.
He didn't have
I'm
to.
good.
I don't think he had to go. I think he probably crashed, don't you?
Yeah,
I think so
I think
too.
so.
I think so.
Munch out.
Munch out. See ya.
Ba-dum.
So, Stars and Wishes?
Yeah. Who wants to go first? Our cameras
I
are
can
all
go.
screwed up, but we can do it. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ryan.
Celestial Vomit is my favorite of the day. I picture like, and then after you did, you're just like,
Meh.
I
and,
fully pictured it like glitter, like a glitter vomit.
glitter vomit, yeah.
Yes, like a rainbow vomit. Yes, glitter rainbow.
Okay.
And I wished for more underground wrestling. That was great.
Hello?
Underground wrestling was
Hello?
good. We can hear you.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Yep.
You
Oh,
want
my internet went out completely. Just died.
you want to do
Like gone.
stars and what do we call it?
Oh.
Stars and wishes?
Stars and wishes.
Well, I'm really kind of enjoying Sue taking over. That's got a nice feel to it. Keep like Pete and repeat there under some control. And I don't know. Wish is again still the same thing. He needs to be taken more seriously. He has ways to help, and everyone doesn't pay attention. Poor Munch. At
He
least
was in
one person.
on the Elvish chat.
Yeah, definitely that helped, I think. But trying to give potions, people still don't trust him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, obviously, you got all buff and got fort saves better.
Are you good with that? Yerk?
I mean, there's some downside to it also. We'll see what
Yeah,
happens.
but they're not important
Fair,
for when you're a
fair,
barbarian.
fair.
Like, it's not that important. Perception checks. Bah.
Meh.
Nah. Who needs them?
I do have a pretty bad will save, so I guess that's
You
definitely-
also you still have it on when these people arrive, unless it's been more than a minute. Probably has, because they last a minute. That one anyway.
yeah, probably by the time the combat's over. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are we
Yeah,
still
that whole
streaming?
thing took like
Yeah, we
30
are.
seconds.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna jump. We're gonna jump. We're gonna do this, and then we'll raid.
Because I'm just like, I have no idea what's going on.
So, Glani, do you have a stars or wishes?
Stars is probably the fact that Munch totally freaked out the innkeeper with his questions about corner rooms and windows and blowing things up.
Thank you.
To the point where she wanted a deposit on the room. Wishes, that maybe frickin' Frack will finally figure out that they need to like cool it a little.
Who are?
Just a
sorry,
little.
Sorry. Are we frickin' frack?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Only when we're talking to important people. Only you can shenanigate all you want when we're not talking to people that might
Okay.
be in charge of our
I
future.
feel like they've come to expect it from us. Our reputation is preceding us now at this point.
Yes.
You're getting known in the town already.
right.
We've only been here like half a day.
That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. We can rein that in.
Wait until the cleric starts an orgy. That'll just get weird.
They're so much. They're very fun, but
They're gonna get us killed.
Yes. I would say that my star is Ryan's ability to continue to play not as a power gamer, but as actually doing suboptimal things consistently. Like finding the least good, intentionally helping with no intention of helping, hoping
Have
for
you
the
not played
failure.
have we not played other tabletop games together?
We
This is
have.
kind of
I've now seen it in total effect. Yes.
Keep doing it.
Yeah. My wish is I actually really enjoyed the combat tonight, so I'm looking forward to more of that because I'm like learning to work the character sheet and stuff. So yeah, that would be my
Awesome.
stars and wishes.
yeah, I liked that I felt more comfortable with my character sheet tonight. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
Good.
I feel like the more
I
we
didn't
use
want
it,
this to be the first combat.
because sometimes I feel like combat.
thing.
Sometimes I feel like in like we're trying to learn Pathfinder combat, but we're also just trying to understand how the character sheet in Roll20 works. So that it's all it's all good.
Yep.
It's all good.
Yeah. Crash course and all of it.
Yep.
Spectacular.
Anything for you, Queen?
I love it when people break each other. So when Jazzy was not functioning due to laughter, that was spectacular.
Yes.
I did enjoy that thoroughly. I
Divine
love the
vomit.
role playing. Yes, that was a first. Divine vomit. I love having like a GM first, like divine vomit and avocado oil gladiator wrestling. These are first for me. These are great.
True
I love
dwarven
all the
culture.
voice work. I love the character stuff. I love that we know that Dirk is a alcohol snob. I love that we have like the various roles in the party, so all of it's great. My wish is to really stymie you guys with some combat, make you a little bit panicky. I want to see some of that fails. I wanted to see one of you fail that paralysis. That would have been a bit of a game changer if Yerk had failed that first one and been paralyzed. Just saying.
But we're
Could have gone a
dwarves.
lot different. Yeah.
It's almost like I have an elixir for that.
Yeah, and it was. It saved him twice.
I can challenge you by
That
saying
plus
that I
one.
haven't actually taken any damage.
Oh.
No, I don't think any of us have.
You're not supposed to
Yes.
say that.
And I only took. I did take damage, but it was but a single point.
Claire took
damage.
Yeah, she did.
Is she hurt?
Yes.
Because I have a potion. I have some.
I have a potion for that.
I do.
For that.
That was good too. When Munch was like, "I have something for that, but it'll hurt."
But it'll hurt. I'm like, no, thank you. I'm
Hurts a
okay.
little bit.
That was good
That
too.
one hurts. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was awesome. Okay, let's raid and we can head out. Thanks to all the players for staying a little extra late. That's good. Yeah, and we'll see
Not
you.
hard when it says fun.
Exactly. We'll see you. We'll see everybody next Tuesday. Next Tuesday for more
All right.
Pathfinder. We're starting
See you
the
next
raid
week.
now. Have a good week, everybody.
Bye.